Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, we're going to be talking about Dominican Republic tourist records, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. And then we have the New York City Airbnb bust. But we have investing ideas here. So, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for waiting up for me on this SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. But please share the videos because you never know who you're going to be able to help, who needs to find out about this information. That could be you and friends. Think about it. Isn't it better to join in the fun with the friends and making money, getting investments, getting information that can help you create wealth? Well, we're going to talk about a lot of things today. Now, let me see who's in the house first. But before I start, hold on. For all of you who are new here, please make sure you smash the like button and click the all notification bell. But that's not all. We have our very own entrepreneurs in the house. So I have to give a shout out to beachfrontjava.com. It's our own Professor Auntie Val. We got to show some love. Use the promo code SSN Lifestyle. I put Beachfront Java in the chat room, and I was rushing, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm going to start sweating here a little bit because I was caught up in some traffic, so that's why I'm a little bit late today. But thank you so much for hanging out. Beachfront Java, use the promo code SSN Lifestyle. Why? Because after your first order, you will receive 10% off for life. Now, what does she have? Keurig, drip ground, premium blend whole beans. Think about that. Fine ground and coming soon, tea for those that love the extra zen. All right, let's see who's in the house tonight. We have Mr. Cool. That's right. He is known as Mr. Cool in this YouTube street. It's Laverne Penix is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream, where you have the icon next to his name. That means he's a member of the channel, ladies and gentlemen, not just a subscriber. So I thank you so much, Mr. Cool, for that. And he brings his tagline, hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification and saw the trailer. Thank you so much for letting me know. And Maria Barnes is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And you know, Mr. Cool. Well, here's Mrs. Cool is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Very nice to see you once again. She gives her tagline this evening. Hello, Eric and SSN family. Hello to you. How is everyone doing? I got the notification in the trailer. That's 2 people. Can we break the record tonight? That would be awesome. Charles is here. The emerging millionaire is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he brings his tagline with his icon next to his name. He says, hello all. Eric running a few minutes late. Traffic. That's right. He will join soon. Great topic tonight. Thank you so much. And speaking of that great topic, for all y'all who are investing in the Dominican Republic, congratulations. 8 months straight. I love it. Do you guys love it? Come on, let me know. Let me know if you guys are loving the tourist records and are affected by cruises and you're starting to think about, hey, maybe I should have a business in the cruise sector, maybe you're thinking, now that might be a good time to be at the cruise port. All I'm saying, Jaway J's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the icon next to his name. Another investor's in the house. He says, hello, SSN Nation. Hope everyone is doing well. Received the notification and saw the trailer. That's 3 people. Oh, we're on our way tonight. This is awesome. And yeah, money time. That's exactly right. James Way is here. Now, what are we talking about? Hello, all. And by the way, he mentioned this RIP to the 9/11 victims. Yes, it is 9/11. Didn't even dawn on me. Thank you so much for bringing that up to all the families and the victims. Again, hopefully things have went well for you over all these years and continue to heal. Now, thank you, James Way, for that, and welcome again to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the icon next to his name. And he also says, got the notification. We're up to 4 people, RIP to the 9/11 victims. And once again, everybody can see this in chat, Beachfront Java. And if you order, you get free shipping from Beachfront Java. Victor Marrero, another investor, is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He too has the icon next to his name. He says, hello, all. Let's do this. Yes, it's exciting. It's too cool that we know what's going to happen. Isn't it nice to know you know what's going to happen? You know next year. They're going to be breaking records next year in the Dominican Republic for visitors as well. You know that, right? Isn't it nice to know that if you buy now, you're ahead of the curve? You're ahead of people who are going to have to pay tens of thousands of dollars more just 8, 9, 10 months from now. Airbnbust, the big dog, is in the house. He has the record with Dominican Republic properties. It's not 2, it's not 3, it's not 4, it's not 5. The man is trying to do 6, 7, 8. I can't believe it. He's saying, I'm a mogul now, Eric. I'm the emerging millionaire also in the house. He says, best live on YouTube and host. Thank you so much, my boy Eric B. I appreciate that sentiment. Now, everybody, share that sentiment, please. Good evening, SSN Nation family. Let's make money. Let's talk investments. That's right. We're talking investments. We're talking money. We're talking no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry for that Dominican Republic real estate. All right, Ariam Kaye, record high tourist number in DR. I love it. I smell money. You're damn right we smell money. Blade as Kona's in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. Another investor is here with the icon. Hola familia, buenas noches, ¿cómo están? Muy bien, amigo. I hope everyone is doing great. I got notification and trailer. All right. Buenos noches to you. All right. That is 6 people that has the notification and trailer. Thank you so much for that. Film videos, the guy that cruises around the Dominican Republic and does his videos. I love this guy. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, we're here tonight. Hello from me to you. Hello, film videos. And thanks again for allowing me to use some of your videos in the videos on my channel. I greatly appreciate that. And let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start off with the big boys. Let's start off with all the guys who have invested in the DR. You guys already know I dropped a video about this, but you know the video I drop and videos on live stream, they come in 2 separate formats to people. Just because not everybody knows about the video I dropped about the DR and shattering records. So we're going to talk about it tonight. Not everybody knows I dropped the New York City Airbnb bust video, which I called the New York Airbnb apocalypse. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about it on the live stream. You know why I love live? Because people, there's a chat room over here on the right-hand side. You can always ask questions. We have so many investors, business people, entrepreneurs in the house that you can get your answers to your questions. All right. Dominican Republic shatters records. It's on the screen. It can't be. Let me just get to the screen. Where is it? Where's it at? Where is David Cayetano? Oh, it's not here. Oh my goodness. Where's that picture I'm looking for? I can't find it. You know, the one that said what was it? 7,079,000, something like this. I don't remember the exact number, but I don't see it. Oh, I know why I don't see it. It's because I forgot. I have to load up a different screen. They had a link. That's why I didn't see it, but it's okay. We're going to get there. So then we're going to show it. And by the way, is this going to be in English? Yes, it's in English. So let's see here if we can actually show the record, because we got a lot to talk about on this, right? You guys should be rejoicing. And as Victor Morrell says, I know he's doing the salsa dance. I already know. So let's just keep this real, ladies and gentlemen. It's going according to plans. There it is. 7,079,991. That is right. Do you think they're going to reach 8 million? Come on. In total. We know they're going to reach 8 million, right? Come on now. You know this. There's September, October, November, December. There's 4 months still to go. You know they're going to get more than 250,000 per month. Hell, they're going to break the 8 million total tourists, not in September, but definitely in October. They will not get 1 million coming through. But between September and October, there will be 500,000 each month, or 600,000 possibly in September. So therefore, they're going to reach it. It's just going to happen month 10. That's all. And then the question goes, what happens in the next 2 months? That is the $1 million question. Let's see what you guys got to say about this, because this is going to be very, very special. Blade Escona, I've already talked with him. Ola Familia, thank you so much again. Let me know what you guys are thinking here. Are you guys thinking business-wise? But here it is. 784,000 visitors last month. 685,000 did so by air. 119,000 arrived by sea. That is a record. Now, just to keep track, this is the one number we care about. This is the air tourist here, the 5.5 million. On his little banner over here, that's 5.5 million. That's by air. What we're looking for is, you guys know, we are already over what we're looking for by air on the island. But this isn't the right number we need to see. We want to see this number just for Punta Cana. For most of us who have invested in Punta Cana, we're greedy. The reason why we want to see that number, we need to see the air number at roughly, I haven't done the calculations, but I think we need to be around, what is that? Around 8 million? Yeah, we're going to need to get around 8 million. Are we going to get there? Highly unlikely. But come see me next time this year. All right? I think we'll be there. All right? That's all I'm going to tell you right now. But we want to get at 8 million, because if we can get 60% of all tourists to come through the Punta Cana airport, that would be 4.8 million. I'm trying to get us to the 5.2, so we have 100,000 visitors per week, every week on average. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, 2025, we will definitely be there. All right, so stay tuned. That's all I wanted to really show, because you have to understand the numbers. 1.5 million cruise passengers came through into the Dominican Republic. 5.5 million air tourists came into the Dominican Republic. And then right now you can figure it's 3 million came through the Punta Cana airport. 60% of 5.5 is a little over 3 million. So that gives you an idea. And then the record for 8 months, obviously the 7 million, 31% more, 25% more than last year. So if you guys don't think that is a awesome high, this is great news. I always get excited every time they show it. All right, here we go. Hey, SSN family, happy Monday to all. Go Dolphins. That's right. We got to show some love with the Miami Dolphins, my team as well. You guys know I love the Heat. It's the Dolphins. Back in the day, I give a story. Speaking of stories, live in the DR. I mean, not DR, Puerto Rico. Live in Puerto Rico as a kid. So what happens? Miami Dolphins, my team, I write them, send them a letter. Unbelievably, back in the day, I don't know if they still do this. Back in the day, a letter, handwritten, not a stamp out, not a carbon copy, handwritten. Don Shula signs it. Some other guys sign it on the team. Mercury Morris and a few others. And they include posters, football, all because, hey, I love you guys. You guys are the best. That's basically what a kid would say, right? And they send back gifts off of a letter. That's it. I'm pretty sure they probably don't do that these days, because then they're going to have to shoot over some footballs and tennis shoes or something that costs like $300, $400, $500, right? But nonetheless, it was pretty awesome. And so I just wanted to say, go Dolphins. Again, I don't know what they're doing out here, but hey, you got to start somewhere. So we'll see what happens tonight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the first drop. All right, that's the first drop we wanted to talk about. Now, let's get to the other drop, because there's a lot of people that might be confused. They may be going, Eric, what's up with this New York City Airbnb bus situation you're talking about? Because I thought Airbnb was going to be a good thing. All right, you thought it was going to be a good thing. Oh, Ariam Kaye wants to talk cruise on land. We talked about cruise on land on Friday. Did we not? We did. There's nothing new to report, unfortunately. Now, but anyhow, I will have to drop a video when I have to place them in their new category. They're in the top 5. They're back down the list. They're not number 4. They're down to 3. We'll see if they end up with 1 after I'm able to do my recalculations here. We will see. And I'm going to actually break out the side-by-side comparisons on my next one that I do, which is going to be very, very interesting. Now, let's get into it, right? The New York City, as you guys know, Airbnb said, or not Airbnb, but the city of New York said, hey, you know what? I'm tired of these people acting like hotels in residential zones. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to ban this short-term rental thing. But if you want to still do 30 days, no problem. 30 days or more, have at it. You can be on Airbnb, no problem. But what happened is they had 40, 50,000, unbelievably, Airbnbs in the New York area. And that is incredible when you really think about it. So let me see if I have a link to this. I wanted the Airbnb New York. I'm going to have to bring this up. New York City ban. But here's the thing. You guys know we talked about this years ago when we were saying residential neighborhoods. And I will say again, you guys know for the last 4 years, I've been talking about Whistler ever since I came on. Whistler, Canada, when they banned doing short-term rentals out of condominiums, you had to be a hotel, basically, or a condo hotel. If you had a condo, which we had condo in a condo or HOA condo, they said you got to sell. So we had to sell it, right? So you guys know about the story. Who's ever been here for a while, Petaluma, California, they made the same thing where you had to get a license. You had to have approval from like your neighbors. That was 4 or 5 years back. Then you fast forward to Dallas doing bans this year. You fast forward to where Miami said, hey, you guys want to do short-term rentals? Well, come on down, but we're going to put it in your charter or in your HOA docs or whatever you want to call it in your deed, because you know Nativo came out 2 years ago. And remember, they were the first Brickell condo that allowed Airbnb short-term rentals, was in their charter. So that was born by the city, and then it started catching on. Next, 501 residences. Then we went to Lofty Brickell about a year and a half ago. Then they do short-term rentals. But again, Miami said, we're not New York. We want the short-term rentals, but they're designated in certain areas. So this again is what we talked about a long time ago. But here's the thing. Early impacts of New York's de facto ban on Airbnb. If you can't do short-term rentals, then it is a ban. Let's call it what it is. Everybody can do month-to-month rentals. When's that ever been a ban? Seriously. So they effectively have banned short-term rentals is what you should call it, not Airbnb. You can still be on Airbnb and list your New York property. You just have to do 30 days or more. Now we go from 40 to 50,000 down to 19,000, just like that. 19,000 Airbnbs, just like that. Now the city, for all the people that have applied, only 200 have been approved because now you have to register. All right, no way around it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see if I can find it. This is the New York City help. That's not what I want. Maybe it is. Let's go see. On the video that I made, this is it right here. Enforcement of the city rules will begin September 5. Well, it already happened. It's a wrap. Here's their regulations. Register with the city. Hey, whenever you have to take steps, that eliminates people. Right? So register with the city. Once you're registered with the city, be sure to add your registration details to your listings on Airbnb. That's your second one. Or the easiest one, this is still one you have to do, change your listings to minimum stay of 30 nights or more. And then you got to make sure your calendar is available and up to date. That's all nice and dandy. But I want to get your eyes on a certain thing. We don't have that problem in the DR because the projects are saying we allow short-term rentals. So keep that in mind. When you think about what some people are like, hey, what's going on with all these bans? Okay, look, we talk about this. It's in a residential area. This is why 3 or 4 years ago, when I made my video saying, hey guys, the reason why we do condo timeshare hotels is because they're in a commercial zone. So you're already approved. So here's what happens. So when we do Wyndham 45th, Manhattan Club in New York, this is right here. We get to use New York City Class B multiple dwellings list. Okay, that's cool. But here's the one. Claim a Class B exemption because we're in a commercial zone. It is a hotel. Condo hotel matters. Just keep that in mind. And it's in a commercial zone. So exemptions. So talk about taking out the competition without taking out the competition. You got to love it, right? All I'm saying is this is something that's going to keep going, just like 6, 7, 8 months ago when I was rambling on about Palm Springs, California, where all the Airbnb gurus were telling people to go buy stuff in the desert. San Bernardino County said, hold my beer. You guys thought you were raising the prices on all this property out here? Well, congratulations. Thank you very much. But we're going to make you register. And by the way, we're going to limit you to like 4 rentals a year, something like that. 4 or 6. I can't remember exactly. But all I'm saying is this is why when somebody says to you, why are you investing in the Dominican Republic or any other location that the country has deemed an opportunity zone that says we're going to allow short-term rentals, you need to think about getting it if it supports it with the tourist numbers. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So this is what's going on. New York data sharing requirements, host and coast name. Oh, one other thing about the New York. How about this one? The owner is supposed to stay in the unit with the guest. That's right. They're putting that in there. How they're going to enforce it, I don't know. But all I'm saying is that also is in their requirements. Yes. Is that crazy? That's the first one. All right. Well, I see I didn't have it on screen, so you guys didn't see what I was talking about. But nonetheless, what happened? Oh, I see what I did. Okay. So Eric is hating Cruise on Land, number 1. Then Landmark. Georges, Charles, you guys still trying to do the Cruise on Land. Okay, first of all, again, Cruise on Land is going to be awesome. But are they worthy of number 1? You know what I'm ultimately going to have to do because of you guys, Georges Charles and Ariam Kaye. What I'm going to have to do, you know, you guys are making me do extra. I'm going to have to go out here and get a criteria list set up. I'm going to have to put a list together of what's the criteria and then give it a ranking. So then it won't be a dispute. I can just go, okay, here's what the ranking criteria is. And we can go look at all projects and then we can base it on that. That's what I'm going to have to do. So then I'll change it from subjective to an actual test. That would be better because I know you guys think it should be number one. It does have an amusement park vibe going on. I get it. I totally get it. So we will see. All right. We need South America and Europe to step up their numbers, especially without Ukraine. The tourism minister was recently in Brazil and Colombia marketing DR. We are good with Canada and USA. Exactly. 55% of all traffic to the Dominican Republic is from United States. Number 2 is Canada. This is why these guys are very smart. They went to Colombia. They're down there going to South America saying, hey, guys, we have something over here that's special. Now, I know what I'm thinking if I'm in South America. I'm thinking, why am I going to travel all that way? I'm like, wait, hold on. We got tropical zones a lot sooner. I'll just hang in Central America if that's all right with you. We still have those same type of beaches, same type of resorts, same type of things down here. Why am I going to go all that way? Okay. That's how some people think. But nonetheless, the tourism minister is going to these other countries, slapping hands, making neighbors, making them feel like, come on down. We have something to show you. And you know what? They do. They're like, hey, do you have anything like cruise on land? What is that? Oh, you know, that thing that we're going to build down here, but you guys don't have enough traffic. You don't have enough tourism numbers. So they decide to come over here to the DR and they're going to make an amusement park. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, they're in Dominican Republic. You know those guys that have like 1.8 mile boardwalk with pools, beach clubs, restaurants, wellness center. There's no place like that on the planet. Exactly, except in Dominican Republic. Oh, you know, another place that has like a 70,000 square foot saltwater lake. 2 of them, but one is half that size, 25,000 square meters. And then we have a sports complex and we have all this community that holds probably 25 to 30,000 people. And we have a golf and we have all this other, a school and shopping on site, churches. What are you talking about? That's where people live. Yes, we have that too. You guys don't. Maybe some of your people might want to come over here and vacation where we have these cool things. I mean, they have a lot to crow about. Now, exactly, Victor Marrero. I agree with you entirely. All right. So on the screen, which I neglected, they left out here. So this is Airbnb, right? Which is funny. They didn't put the rules down here, which it might be here in some fine print on another page. But notice they didn't tell hosts that you have to stay in your unit when you rent it out. Notice they didn't say nothing about that. That's crazy. Real crazy. All right. Now, once again, it does matter where you purchase. Man, that is crazy. This is why I stopped investing in buying real estate US. Sad. Too many restrictions. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this brings up my other point. In case you're new here, I'm just going to tell you like it is. We foresaw this already. Everybody that's been here a while, they can vouch. I told people years ago, 4 years ago, I said, guys, make sure you have a passport, first of all. Also, I said, you never know what's going to happen in a country, especially in the United States when they're acting weird. You don't really know which way it's going. So if they ever revoke your passport, I want to be able to get to where I can say, hey, can I get residency here? Can I stay here? And yes, in the DR, if you have property there, that helps. That doesn't get you in where you can stay indefinitely. But at the same time, if I can't leave because they restrict my passport, I'm just jumping on a boat on the East Coast. Can you take me over to DR? Oh, sure, Eric. That's one of our hot spots. We're going there anyhow. I'll get there. I'm not going to be restricted, period. But like I said, I'm very fortunate. I was born in France, so I'm dual. So I can do anything. But I'm just saying there's a lot of American citizens that don't think that the United States is going to restrict them. And you don't know what they're doing with real estate other than what you see. What you see is real estate costs an arm and a leg. The millennials already have said in surveys, we do not expect to own homes. We expect to rent for our whole life. That's how dire this looks because of the prices. They're going to come up with 40-year mortgages. That's going to help reduce the payment amount, just like they came up with 8-year car notes, 10-year car notes, right? People said, well, I can't pay $700 a month, but they're like, no worries, we got you. 60 months, no problem. How about 8 years? Is that good? I mean, seriously. That's what's going to happen. They're just going to keep extending it to where you have longer payout times. So keep this in mind. So that's why when you say, hey, why would I invest? It doesn't have to be DR. What I'm saying, though, is you should think about offshore. I'm just saying in the Caribbean, at least you can get there. If you're saying, hey, it's going to be in Costa Rica, if it's going to be in Colombia, if it's going to be in Honduras, Peru, it doesn't matter. If something happens, you really going to walk those thousands of miles? Doubtful. You can't get on a plane. You're going to have to be an illegal if you want to get to your property. I'm just saying. Just saying. Think about this, ladies and gentlemen. So when somebody says things like George Charles is saying, man, this is crazy out here. Yeah, stop buying in the U.S. Like, again, Brickell, downtown Miami Trade Center, World Center, they're doing short-term rentals there. Other projects, you guys know the REA Reserve, the tallest twin tower condos in the U.S. that overlooks Biscayne. They want $1.7, $1.8 million now for the smallest unit there. Not penthouse, smallest unit there. They're making that short-term approved. So they don't have nothing to worry about. If an owner says, man, I need to make extra revenue, they just go Airbnb. And they get to charge astronomical amounts as well. So just keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you have options is the name of the game. The world is crazy. All right. Any New York Airbnb people here affected by this? They're all affected. Unless, like I said, here, you know what? Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys something. All right. Here we go. So everybody's affected unless you have a condo hotel. That's it. Unless you have a condo hotel, you're toast. It's not that good. Not good for you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. If don't know if I want to say this, but I'll say it anyhow because I'm not hard to find. So if I ever go to another New Year's Eve, and you guys know I'm there in the 30th, 31st, 30th, I'll be there well before that. I'll be there like the 28th, 29th, whatever. So it's here, Ariam Kaye. I work in Manhattan, and it's sadly to say, all you see now is New York is crime and high prices. People are living New York or living New York to other states, leaving New York to other states. Very sad. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. It's simply because, so we have a situation in America where everybody doesn't get taxed equally. Everybody doesn't. So what I mean by that is we have the lower, 48 states. Some states have no state income tax. So if they don't have state income tax, where do they get the extra money? That means they have to get it from the federal government. Who pays into the federal government? Well, those states like California, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, places like this, they pay more into the federal system. And then the other states such as the states like Florida, Nevada does theirs different though. They have casinos, so they get a lot of their revenue to make up for the no citizens paying from the casinos. Other states like the Tennessee's had to change a little bit. Texas, the states most people know, Texas, Florida, no state, Nevada, things like this. And then they have lower tax rates in a lot of states in the Southeast. Well, there's a situation that arises. They're going to tax people in Chicago, in Illinois, for instance, pays more taxes. All these states in the north pay a little bit more taxes than some of the states in the southern area. So who do you think is paying for it? So that's a dual effect, because now what ends up happening, you have situations like New York City, things like LA, San Francisco, and everybody goes, look at these guys. Well, they actually tax higher rates in those states and cities. So you're going to have a problem. Prices are going to rise regardless of where you live. It's just that in some of these cities, prices rise more than others. And when prices rise and everything costs $1 million plus, that doesn't leave much to be desired. Where are people going to live? Not everybody makes $250,000, $300,000. So it's easier to live in the South. Well, you go the reverse side. What happens, like we're seeing happening all over the United States now? Insurance companies are bailing out. Especially, everybody knows the situation in Florida. They bail out, you're holding the bag. Now you can't insure your property. Or if you do insure it, now they want ridiculous $10,000, $9,000, $8,000 per year. And then they're making other stipulations, like your roof is too old, replace your roof. Like somebody has 70, 80 grand sitting around and replace their roof just because they need insurance that they're going to pay like another 8 to 10 grand anyhow. That starts being ridiculous. Nobody can game plan for that. So people left New York to move to the southern states, Texas, Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, then find out, wait a minute, I'm paying more than I would have paid if I stayed up there, but now it's too late. Because going back makes it harder because it costs way more in New York than it would in a place in Florida, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, and places like that. So it puts things in bad perspective. It's very bad. And there's no way to reverse it. The reason why I can say that, those states do not have the luxury to go, you know what? We're not going to have taxes. Now, if you did that, you're going to rely on what state. The southern states aren't going to reverse. They're not going to go, you know what? We're going to actually start charging taxes and we'll replace you guys. No, they're not going to go for that. They don't have the infrastructure for that. So once again, we're in a downward spiral. We live in a third world country, but you guys don't know it yet. I've been saying this. People don't get it. There's a cause and effect. Yes, sir. Cruise on Land should be #1 with Larimar. Let's make it happen, dog. Hey, I'm going to come up with the criteria. All right. Then we'll go down the line and see how it works out. Then I'll be a neutral party in this. Film videos. New York has historically made things difficult for any big companies to grow and people to make money. They have some weird law regarding Uber, car insurance, etc. Film videos. In fact, you are very, very right. Unbelievably, New York has some of the strictest laws, and there's reasons. That's why the banks of the world bank in New York, because they lock out certain competition. So just keep that in mind. All right. He's exactly right. Everything in New York, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. There's a reason. If you have millions of dollars and you're in the elite class, anything can happen for you. They'll move roads. They'll move bridges. They'll change the zoning. They'll do all kind of stuff when you come in with mega money. But for the little guy, they just keep beating the hammer on top of their heads. Oh, so you can barely make it already? I got something else for you. You thought you were cool, like he's saying with the Uber. I got some other rules for the Uber guys because we want to make sure we have the taxi guys still in business. We don't care that the consumer has to pay more money. Who cares about that? We don't care. Yeah, you thought you were going to take a guy, from uptown for $15. Nah, we're going to put in rules in place so you have to charge them $40. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how they do it. And the insurance, like he's saying. It's insanity. Insanity. But got to say, look, I love the island. I can't say nothing bad about it. I love New Manhattan. I love it. All right, Ariam Kaye, you mentioned interest rate went down in DR. Do you know what it is now in DR? Hey, that's the $1 million question. I don't know what it is right now. I just know it went down 0.25. It's hard to find out. I've been trying to find out. I thought it was 7.4%. I could not find out, Ariam Kaye. And then I'm talking to Hetzel at Cruise on Land, and she's talking like it's 4 or 3%. I have no idea where they're getting these numbers from. Anyhow, Manhattan Club. Now you know where to find me, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Manhattan Club, timeshare, condo, hotel, exempt. All right, it's exempt. So we can still rent. I get an exemption. Thank you, New York, for taking out 20,000 of the competition. I appreciate it. All right. In fact, you took out more than that because now everybody has to do 30-day rentals, or Manhattan Club owners, Wyndham 45 owners. Yes. Manhattan Club is like 56 Ave, I believe it is. All right. Wyndham 45th is 45th Ave. That's why they called it Wyndham 45. Yeah, 56, 200 West 56. So, and I'll give a shout out to my man Bill, Majestic Cafe, New Year's Eve. That's who you go see. Pay the $100 a person, ladies. See Bill, Majestic Cafe, say Eric told you to come by, that black guy that told people to come rushing in here. Yes, I was actually playing salesman when I was there last, and I was telling people when they came in from the bullpen asking to use the restroom, Bill's a nice guy. He allowed people to come in from the bullpen and use the restroom in his place. And I was sitting there, I had to talk mess. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You have your girl sitting out there at 25-degree weather for the next 5 hours. You really ain't going to pay $200 where you have champagne like us. Look over there, man. I've already got 2 or 3 champagne bottles. I got the party favors. I got the hat. And by the way, we're going to be going out there in 15 minutes before they drop the ball. So we're in here partying while you out here doing this, and you got your girl out here making the guy feel real bad. It's like 200. That's it. Of course I'm going to come stay in here for the rest of the duration for the next 4 or 5 hours. Now you're thinking, all right, yes, unfortunately, I don't know what the DR interest rate is. Maybe somebody can find out and let us know because I don't know what they're doing. All right, George's Charles, things not looking good for New York. Airbnb is now down. Yes, Giants went down. Aaron Rodgers went down. And now Jets swearing over New York is cursed. Hey, New York's not cursed. New York is only cursed because they like to do shortcuts. Remember, they have the TV deals, they have the cable deals, they have the radio deals, the number one city. Their teams are valued highly on the open market. So you know what this means. Like the Yankees, like the Mets, like the Islanders, like the Rangers, they buy who they need to get. That does not mean they're going to win all the time. That just means you're bringing in hired guns, and melding them together as a team is going to be very hard. So they're not cursed. They're going to have a champion, let's call it every other year. They have 2 teams in every sport, right? So except football, it's not going to be every other year because now free agency has done upset the whole apple cart for them. Who wants to hang in New York when you're going to be charged? You're making $10 million. And then you're realizing 4 point, and then you're going to have to give up like another 1 to the state. They're like, can I come play it in Florida? Can I come play in Florida? Oh my God. This is crazy. Yeah, come play in Florida. Save yourself $1 million or $2 million. All right. And your businesses cost a lot less to maintain in places like Florida too, right? I'm just saying, don't play in Canada either. I mean, come on. Things not looking good, but it's all right. Things will be fine. They'll be fine, but what has to happen is the economy not economy, but housing has to get affordable. Food has to be affordable. When you stop having farmers producing crops, what do you think's going to happen? Of course, there's going to be a shortage of food, which is going to cost more. If they really wanted to allow it, you wouldn't have farmers in California being that they can use, and so they're okay, fine. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Let's see. Victor Marrero, I'm back, guys. Don't go anywhere. We have this situation going. In fact, hold on a minute. I think I'm going to change up on something. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this real quick. We're going to go off cam. Check this out. We'll do it this way for a second. All right. We'll go this route for a second. Airbnb September numbers from Victor Marrero in Orlando are pathetic. I knew you were going to say this. You mean August or September so far? We'll have to increase the nightly rate in November, December to make up for the shortfall. Many travelers are strapped financially. Yes, Victor Marrero, you're right. He's exactly right. Here's the problem with Orlando. And I am quite shocked this didn't happen earlier. Victor Marrero has been around there, and other people have been to Disney over the last 20, 30 years. Remember, Disney was, let's say, I can't remember. I think $75, like, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago. But now Disney is over $100 per person. So Disney is not like the family-friendly atmosphere where you can bring your family of four. They're talking over $400 per night just to get in the park. And that's one park. And that's not for days. That's not a 3-day pass or anything. So now, and then hotels don't cost like when they were off of 92, all the hotels were like 70, not even that, $50 a night. Hotels, Motel 6, $29 a night. All the rest, they were just lined up on 92, which is now they're all, garbage. But at one point when Disney was rising off of 92, there's hotels everywhere. $50, $45, $35. So people were able to travel. They could drive there, didn't have to worry about overly expensive places to stay. You could get in Disney at a reasonable price. But over time, Disney wanted to expand. You guys know they have the parks. They said, no, we just not going to have the one park. Well, why don't we have another park? So now it's created more cost. So they have to increase the prices just to get in Disney. Universal said, oh, they're charging more. We got to charge more. SeaWorld said, oh, we got to charge more. Restaurants say we have more people coming. We're going to charge more. So that's what's going on. And then you take into consideration 60% of the population is living paycheck to paycheck. We got issues. We have big time issues, ladies and gentlemen. Curtis Davis. I'm going to try and cut the screen back on because, I like the screen better. Curtis Davis is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream with the icon next to his name. He says, good evening, SSN family. ABMM, that means always be making money. And he's always thinking about making money. He started his own YouTube channel, as most of you should. And he's already over 1,000 subscribers. So what does that mean? We need to go over and show some love for Chili Davis, Chilly, his alter ego. He helps people out just like we do here, talking numbers, stock market, financial news and updates throughout the day, evening, and night. Chili Davis with 2 L's. Go subscribe. Click the all notification bell. See some of his videos. He should be monetized by now, so show some love. And very nice to see you. He's known as Mr. Financial in these YouTube streets. Cornell Denson, the fam is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And I know that's what you're doing. And he brings the 100 to raise the roof. Thank you so much, cuz. Very nice to see you. Hopefully everything's going well down there. Curtis Davis. That's right. Monopoly and control are key in wealthy class. Exactly. They have to keep control, ladies and gentlemen. You want to make more money? Well, you got to make investments into, well, yourself or your business. That's a must. You can't get away from that. You have to do that, ladies and gentlemen. If you think you're going to be able to sit idly by and do something like, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to wait till retirement, get my pension money. You don't know, first of all, if you're going to have a pension. Talk to the yellow freight employees. All right? Go look that up. And look up the Sears personnel. Go look them up. Look up the teachers union in Kentucky. Look them up. Okay? So if you know potentially you may not get paid out, doesn't that mean you have to do something? Doing something so easy as no credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry, you can actually buy, instead of buying a vehicle where you're paying $732, $735 a month is the average, you could be buying real estate for $700 and something per month. You heard me. I'm not stuttering. We have properties there, such as Cruise on Land that they've been shouting about. $65,000. Down payment, yes, more than $735. Down payment, 10% maybe. So you'd have to put down $6,500. And then your payments are going to be $735, $800 a month. Especially in second phase, it would definitely be less than that. But if you're in the first phase, it'll probably be $700, $800. If you're in the second phase, because that won't be until 2026, so you have 30 some months to pay your 30% down. Now you're going to be paying a little less, right? So you have a way to get in, ladies and gentlemen. Will you take the step to do it? Nobody's checking for you, but don't wait too long, because something tells me that when December of 2024 comes, I think they're going to start getting strict on who's going to be able to invest like normal, where there may be credit checks. They're going to do something, or they're going to say you got to put down 20%. Or 25% for all that matter. Maybe they'll say 30%, because they're going to start charging more, weeding people out, not wanting to give these sweetheart deals of 10% down, 30% during construction, or 10% down, 40% during construction. They're going to do some crazy stuff. So if you don't get in now, heaven help you if you want to get real estate. All right, Victor from George's Charles. I'm hearing Orlando tourism down because of DeSantis again. Invest in the deal. Yeah, that's true too. That's very true. Victor Marrero, Eric, I am loading up on TSLY, KLIP. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You see this? I dropped a video about YieldMax, KLIP, and NVDY. These are TSLY. Was giving out 49% return on anything you would have put in on Friday. It could have changed today, but if it did, it either went up a few points or down a few points. My strategy is simple. Travel the world with the interest from these three on top of option trading, wheel strategy, income with ETF, QQQ, and SPY. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. He has said a lot in that short sentence. Make sure you write these down and go do your research, or you can go see a video I just dropped 2 days ago talking about the YieldMax along with APLY. That's another one. That's a YieldMax. So also talking about some stocks, which we always talk about, ORC. You guys know that. IEP, MVO. You guys know the ones. ARR. Disney tickets are close to $200 a person. Oh, my God. A family of four can easily spend $3,000 or more in just one weekend with hotel, food, and tickets. When I first got there, we could get tickets for $38 per. Exactly what I'm talking about, Victor Marrero. See, this is why history matters. If you know history, then you know what's going to happen. Remember last week when I was saying you have that time when you rise, and all businesses do this. You are building, you build it up, you have everything going, then you hit a plateau. You're coming along and you're sitting there. You time I have Victor Marrero on. Yes, I noticed that. And so I'm just messing with you, Victor Morel. But the thing is this, Disney now hit a plateau. Disney expanded. Remember, they went out there, started buying ESPN, doing all this streaming and buying all these companies because they had all the profits rolling in, making star-studded movies. All of a sudden, the star-studded movies that they made are kind of like flops. And then they have to charge, if it's $200, this is definitely not a no-go zone. That's a no-go zone. $200 a day, 4 people, $800. Then if you want to stay in a nice place, it used to be, well, up until recently, people were going to have to spend 200, 250 a night, 350, 400 if you want to stay on property at Disney. You could be spending 1,000. So this is what's happening. They hit the maturity, and now all of a sudden, where's their audience at? Their audience is older, even though kids are still here. But how many times do you see Mickey anymore? Disney products that they used to have, they don't even tout it almost to kids. There used to be Disney commercials left, right. You know, Don't You Wish Upon a Star was one of their long running commercials. Look at them now. Used to be on TV all the time. Barely notice them now. Disney movies with the cartoons and all that, all the time they used to have those 20, 30 years back. Not hardly anymore. All right. They have the newfangled type, not those characters that near and dear to you can watch it at 5 years old, 10 years old, 50 years old, where they go, I remember that. Not that type characters. So keep in mind, they've done a shift, and now the money part is caught up, and now they're reaching. Not that many people can afford it. So we're going to have a downturn in Orlando. I think this is almost a permanent downturn, and they can't afford to reduce their prices back to 100, back to 50, back to 75. So I think there's going to be a problem in the long run. We'll see. Radel Cabezas, another investor in the Dominican Republic, is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He has the icon, and he says, good evening, SSN Nation. Watching and learning as always. Thank you, Radel Cabezas. He owns at the beach, by the way, the penthouse unit. And hey, by the way, Radel Cabezas, let me know. Did they sell that 700, I think it was $700,000 for a penthouse at the beach? Did they ever sell that unit? We all want to know. Let me know if you know. All right. Victor Marrero says, oh, hold on. George's Charles. Victor, those Disney ticket prices gets me excited. The potential on Cruise on Land. It's the Disney World of the Caribbean. Very well said. This right here brings us up to why Cruise on Land has to be considered one of the better investment opportunities in all of the DR. In fact, all of the Caribbean. In fact, all of the North American continent. Why? Because he hit it right on the head. If you sit there and tell me that you're going to have roller coasters, you're going to have a racetrack, you're going to have a boogie track, you're going to have a water park, all of that right there, just those 4 things I mentioned, you know what that means? That means the translation goes, if I'm going to go to the adventure park, it costs me $129, $169 per person in the DR. So I can go zip lining and boogie boarding or the dune buggies. Those 2 things, $169, $159 for 13 and over. I have 4 people. That's over $400, approaching $500. I can stay at Cruise on Land in a freaking 3-bedroom. They charge me $300. Am I going to balk? I don't think so. I got go-karts. I got roller coasters. I have the dune buggy track as well. Plus a wave pool water park. I'm already going to do, you're going to tell me I'm going to spend $500, $600 to go to those adventure parks, go to Kathmandu Park, go to Caribbean Lake Park, just those two things for 2 days. You're over $1,000. You don't think somebody's going to get $300, $350 a night for their 3-bedroom at Cruise on Land when people say, hey, you can come hang out over here and here's a bracelet for you. You and up to 8 people can go use all these facilities, these attractions. Yeah, the paddle boating, the kayaking, all that, the lakes, all included. Oh, and they're making a second man-made beach. Competition. Vista Cana said, hold my beer. I'm making a 70,000 square meter pool, twice as big as the beach pool. Beach, lake, right? 70,000. So that leads me, I'm asking, hey, wait, how big is this thing going to be over here in Cruise on Land when they start talking about their second beach? Are they going to actually do 50, 60,000 as well? That would be awesome, but I doubt it. I can't imagine they would do that, but hey, they got more land than everybody knows. So who knows? It would be a pleasant surprise if it was. But all I'm saying is this is why people are going to stay at places like, I talk Cruise on Land, I talk Larimar, I talk Vista Cana, I talk Atlantida. The reason why is a person has all these activities that they're going to have to pay for if they're not staying there. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to be touting, well, I own a Larimar in case you're new here and don't know. I am going to be touting in my listing headline, it will say man-made beach clubs, free. I'm going to have it in my title because people are going to go, hey, wait a minute. Don't I have to pay to go to the beach club? Yes, you do. Even you have to pay to go to the day club at Caribbean Lake Park. You got to pay to go to the beach club next to the Presidente Hotel. But over here, it's not even $30 or $40 consumption fee. Over here, you just come. You're a guest. You got 4 or 5 people with you. You just to go to the beach club, you would have had to pay damn near $200. $150 to $200. And still, you're going to get drinks. Fine. Drinks, everybody has to pay for. But now, do you think I'm going to be charging $150 per night? No. Not even. Because I know if you want to go have some fun somewhere else, you're going to have to spend more money and get a place to stay. Unless you want to stay at the all-inclusive spot. So we know you're going to spend $500, $600, $800 per night. So again, take your choices. This is why you get a distinct advantage, all right? Now, it's the Disney World of the Caribbean is the whole reason. If you guys want to get, oh, you know what? Hold on a second. If you want to get something from Cruise on Land, check out Cruise on Land. All right, hold on. Because I didn't do something since I was late today. And I thank everybody for being and waiting around. I am going to, oh, that's not what I want. Hold on a second. Okay, this isn't good. So what I'm going to do, just give me a second. I have to find something. Oh, I know what I got to do. I got to put in Hetzel's name so I can find her info. Here's Hetzel's WhatsApp number. It's +1 829 975 1059. That's right. Get your pen, pad, and paper. Type it on your computer. I'm going to go again with her phone number. Hetzel is with Cruise on Land. Let her know you came from the SSN Nation. Let her know George's Charles, keep going. It's #1. So I got to come over here and find out what's going on. What's going on is a $65,000 studio unit. What else is going on? A 2-bedroom for like $110,000. What else is going on? A 3-bedroom. I think the 3-bedroom, the pricing is incorrect. She told me $149, but it appears that a 2-bedroom penthouse is like $167,000 fully furnished. So I don't know what the 3-bedroom is, but it could be $160, $150, somewhere in that area, unfurnished. So Hetzel, +1 829 975 1059. 59. All right. Just keep that in mind. Let her know you're from SSN Nation. Let her know that Georges Charles, Arian Kaye, and all them guys keep saying Cruz is number one. Let them know. So there you go. That's it for that. All right. So also, I have something else to do as well. Now, okay, I talked about this on Friday, November 5th, November 6th. That's when I'm looking at. Probably the 5th. It's probably going to be the 6th or the 5th. The 6th. I forget. The 5th is on a Sunday. The 6th is on a Monday. I believe that's the numbers. That's the dates. So if I have that right, in fact, I'll just look it up. The plan is arrive on Sunday or Monday. It's up to you when you want to arrive. But we are going to be doing something on Monday and Tuesday. SSN Lifestyle is going to be incorporated. So there's two things that's going to be going on. We're going to have people coming for investment. DR, yes, Nestor, Mr. Estacio, Gennaro, Mr. Gwen, all going to be in the house coming to talk with us. Of course, my man Johan will be there to talk with us. By the way, let me give you guys an idea. Johan is the preeminent real estate attorney in the DR. Let me get this thing straight. He is now doing, it's 1.5%. He handles everything. 1.5. So in the case you're new here and don't understand, we have closing companies in America. In the DR, you have lawyers. So Johan checks the property for you, which he's pretty much checked all the top properties already, and they're legit. He'll tell you it's legit. He'll negotiate the contract for you, and then the closing, he handles the closing for you. 1.5%, just so you know. Now, years ago, when properties were 80 grand, 60 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand, 120 grand, and he said $1,600, $1,700, no big deal. But now, when properties start to be 200,000, 300,000, now all of a sudden 1.5% starts to be a little bit different, right? You're like, hold on a second, Eric. Wait a minute. So that's why it behooves you to think about investing sooner than later. You have the tourists coming, no problems, right? Tourists are coming. The numbers are bearing it out. The new records every month. New records are going to happen for the next 2 years. More units are coming online. And more units, what I mean is Vista Cana is going to have thousands more units. You're going to have Cruise on Land, thousands more units. You're going to have Larimar, 1,000 more units. Downtown Punta Cana, 1,000 more units. How many people will rent versus live there? I don't know. But all I'm going to tell you is if you have an extra 50 to 100,000 tourists landing at your airport every year, I think there's going to be enough rentals for everyone. And we're going to start backing things out. You guys don't understand. We've been using 60% based on numbers now. What I'm going to start doing, I'm going to start doing numbers based on 50%. And you might say, Eric, why 50%? Well, there's a reason. Here's the reason. We only know what exists right now and what's renting right now. We know it's around 60%. That's fine. What we don't know is what happens when you bring on an extra 3,000 potential units available for rent. So I'm taking into consideration, Eric, we have to go 50% rental numbers, which also means another reason why Larimar, Vista Cana, Cruise on Land, any project that has a reason people want to It's more than that. Because we're using family of four, $800. Let's just say they want a 3-day pass. I don't even know how much a 3-day pass is these days. What is it? Probably $350 or something. So you're talking roughly $1,400. Then you're going 4 airfares from who knows where, and that's going to be over probably $350 to $400. So we'll go with $300 just to be conservative and say that's another $1,200. Now, where are they going to stay? I'm like, we haven't even got accommodations for 3 nights. Where are you going to stay at? You're going to stay in a 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom off of 92 and get a hotel? You're going to spend probably $150 to $200 a night. So there goes another $800. We haven't even eaten yet. Has anybody eaten in Disney lately? Come on. You guys know good and well. You're not leaving out of there with less than $100 for lunch and dinner if you're still there, which you will be. You are not leaving. Plus the little Minnie and Mickey characters that you're going to have to buy off the shelf for the kids. They're going to want something. Let's get real. Come on. My little wizard hat, which I've only worn one time, I keep that thing because it lights up, right? I got to break that out. Oh, I don't have it. Damn it. I got to break out the wizard hat one of these days. I do have it somewhere. I think I have it. So anyhow, that thing was like $45. Seriously. All right. I don't even know how much it probably is now. It's probably $60. So all I'm saying is it's not just the entry fee to get in the park. It's the eating. It's the attractions. And then it's also, we need souvenirs. It's all of that. So keep all that in mind. It's the ridiculous prices to get in. I'd rather use the money to get in Punta Cana. So now people start thinking, wait a minute, there's an amusement park over there in Dominican Republic. How much does it cost for airfare? Wait a minute, it costs almost the same except for an extra $25-$30. Okay, I kind of like this. We're on an island and we have wave pools. We have go-karts on site and all they want is $250 per night. Hell yeah. Where do we land? Or $250 for our stay. Sorry, for cruise on land because you have a bracelet. So our whole stay, we get to spend $250 a night, $750. It cost our family $1,200 to get there. And they have free transportation from the airport. Are you serious? You know how much money we're $2,000. Done. That's what we're going to be talking about. That's what starts happening with this price increases. And when you have a situation where you can do things like a cruise on land. And again, I throw all of them in, Atlantida, Vista Cana, Larimar, because when you're there, everybody's going to start taking into consideration, I don't have to go to a beach club. I don't have to go to the beach or a man-made beach somewhere else. I don't have to go. I can do kayaking here. I can do paddle boarding here. I can do everything I want to do. I can play golf here. I can do driving range here. I can go shopping here. I mean, everything is here. Grocery stores are here. So now people are like, wait, all I have to do is spend $350 a night and I have all these amenities. Why am I going to go to these other spots, even though Disney's cool? But now it's getting overpriced where people can make decisions. And this is the exact same mindset that he's talking about here. Is this type of mindset is this exact same one that I'm talking about. It works two ways. I'm going to give you guys a story. All right. You guys know I give stories every now and then. So let me give this story out. Let's see if this webcam can work for us. All right. Here's the story. Went to the Sundance Film Festival. Took the train. First time I ever took the train, right? So get to the Sundance Film Festival, hang out there. And I didn't have a round trip. Yeah, that's how I roll sometimes. I just do one ways. That's how I do it in the States usually. I just do one-way tickets because I don't know when I'm going to leave. So I'm sitting there, and after the Sundance Film Festival, I'm staying like a few days after it's over. And then I'm like, okay, why don't we go back? So I just go back to get the Amtrak. Now, mind you, the Amtrak coming over was probably $100 a person. With the it was the car that you can sleep in. So I'm thinking, okay, what can it be going back to SAC? Who goes back to SAC from Salt Lake City? So I'm thinking, okay, worst case, $100. Wrong. it says something like $300 a person. I was like, is this a joke? I said, hold on. Let me go. How much does it cost for me to fly from Salt Lake City to Atlanta, Georgia? I'll just go visit my parents. So I look on the flights, SLC, ATL. It said $140. I was like, okay, I'm going. Hey, mom, dad, I'm coming. ATL. No sense in going home. I'll just fly over here. Hang out with you guys for a while. They were like, okay, hang out with the parents for a while. End up staying like a few months. So now I'm driving, going down to Florida, hanging out, grandma's house. And now what happens? I'm telling my dad I've been using this car. So I tell dad, I'm like, Dad, what's going on? I'm going back to Cali. He says, really? I said, yeah, I'm just going to fly back. ATL to SMF was like, I don't know, something stupid, $150, $100 a person or whatever. He goes, why? He goes, because he has like 5-6 cars, right? He goes, I've been wanting to get rid of that car you've been driving around. Why don't you just keep it? Drive it back to Cali. You know what I said? Road trip. So there you go. Make the best of everything. So where are you stopping? From Florida, because I'm in Florida when I tell him. He just goes, keep the car. I was like, fine. That's New Orleans. That's San Antonio, the river. Stop and hang out with a few friends along the way. Then I told the story before from Park City. I was at the Sundance Film Festival, and I met the guy that ran the Santa Fe studios. So now here I am in Texas, hanging out with friends of mine. And I'm like, wait a minute, Mark. We met at the Sundance Film Festival, said whenever you come through to Albuquerque or Santa Fe, you can go hang out. So I called him. I'm like, damn, I'm right next to you, man. Well, south. I'm probably like 5 hours away. I think I'm going to come visit you. I haven't never been to Santa Fe. He's like, no problems. Mark's so cool. He calls me back a few hours later, and he says, hey, man, I got you a place. You're going to be staying at Santa Fe at this 5-star spa place, which I wish I could remember the name of it. I got you all hooked up. I got you hooked up at the restaurant, and then I'll see you tomorrow. Just come up to Santa Fe Studios, and that's where they were shooting 1 Million Ways to Die in the Wild Wild West. History, right? So I'm taking my sweet time driving around, all because it was going to cost me something like $350 per person to come back on Amtrak. So I was just like, road trip for all that. So anyhow, long story, but it's kind of wild. So when you're thinking that people are going to continue to go to the same places and do not care about price, you are going to be wrong. Disney proves it, just like Victor Morell's saying right now. When money gets tight, people start saying, hey, wait a minute, let me go check other places. Why do you think tourism is higher to the DR? Because people are starting to realize I can stay at an all-inclusive for $600. And now all these all-inclusives, like our favorite, Hard Rock, water parks, wave pools, mini golf, wall climbing, rock climbing, basketball, casino, nightclubs, all you can eat, all you can drink. I mean, come on. Now, if it's only $580 a night, that beats spending all this money to go to Disney now, Universal, right? That whole thing is too costly. So the same thing's going to happen in the DR. So when people say, oh, I'm just going to get a villa in the middle of a residential zone, fine, do it. But I'm just saying, you're putting yourself at high risk if you plan on doing short-term rentals, because the same rules are going to apply when people land at the airport. They're going to go, where's that wave pool? Where's this place, Cruise on Land? Where's all this stuff that we see, that boardwalk for Larimar? Where's these lakes that I see at the beach if the beach advertises? It might be Vista Cana. They're going to be like, where's these places at? And then when they look on Airbnb or VRBO and they're going, wait a minute, I can stay here for $175 per night in a 2-bedroom unit. What's going on here? and I get to all that's included where I'm staying, you guys, you have to understand that's major. That's why you invest in places that have a high tourist area and you have a place where people want to all stay. I keep saying this all the time. All right, let's go. Let me see here. We're down to this. All right. My cruise on land already went up 20K. That's right. They haven't even breaking ground. I love DR. Everybody's making money on that project or any projects in DR. Exactly. Aaron Kaye's got it right. Any project. Even if you choose to pick something where there's no amenities, you're still making money right now. And that's not the issue about making money, because just like I used to tell my neighbors when they were all excited, my house is worth $1 million now. Can you believe it? And I'd be like, are you moving? Because if you're not moving, it does not matter what your house is worth. So once again, here we are in the DR. His property went up 20. It does not matter. You know why? Because he bought at the right price. He's going to be able to charge $100 a night easily, no matter if he has a studio unit that he bought for $65,000. I don't know what he bought. But if he bought a 2-bedroom, you don't think he's going to be able to charge more than $120 a night? Come on. You bought a 3-bedroom, you don't think he's going to be able to charge more than $150, $160 a night? Come on. Reason why I use those numbers, I take 1% in case you're new here. 1% of your purchase price is what you should be able to rent for or more. You're going to be to do the or more when it's built 2 years from now or 3 years from now. Whatever the rental price is now, you rest assured rents will be higher later. So if we start comparing on Airbnb, now you understand, or VRBO, and you start comparing numbers, you'll be like, wait, they're already charging people 3 bedrooms that can sleep 8. There's people getting $200 a night, $175 a night for being in just a Primavera 2. All they have is a pool, a basketball court, and soccer field, game room. And that's not all they have. But all I'm saying is 3 pools, a basketball court, soccer fields, game room, right? Fitness center. That's kind of cool for a villa project. So people will say 175 a night. That's interesting. 150 a night. That's interesting. Yeah, you're going to say it's real interesting when you find out they bought them for 100 grand, 80 grand. You're going to be like, what? Yes. So they're making 1.5 times per night than what they bought it for. That's where you're going to be, ladies and gentlemen, if you buy now and then 2 or 3 years later, because you will be able to rent for your 1% plus. Nobody should be renting a 3-bedroom in Cruise on Land for $150 a night. Cruise on Land won't be renting it for $150 a night. Guarantee you. They're probably going to be like $299. I'd be willing to bet you. If that, it might even be more because they can sleep 8. And some people might have lock-offs because they have lock-off units. So that's a major situation. So you have to understand Cruise on Land. If you want to get that, down below in the description box, look for Cruise on Land. Get in touch with Hetzel. All right. Did I even put it in yet? I don't think so. Let me go look at something real quick. I got to put it down below. It's not down below. I don't think. We're going to find out here shortly. But Hetzel's number, I did not put it in before, but we will get it to you in a second. Larimar, you guys saw at the opening outset. George's Charles, nice. At RMK, those of us who got in early will watch the property's value go up. Everybody. Yeah, exactly. George's Charles, Eric. The other day, Eric was assuming 30% increase in value on Cruise on Land per year. It is sick what the value will be in 2 years. Exactly. It's going to be 30% easily. Now, look, the reason why I can say this is because as each phase comes out, they raise the price 2, 3, 4,000, and then they raise the price on the floors. So the sum, it'll be 3,000, but to others, it's going to be 8 to 10,000. Plus, they're going to add the inflation number in. They'll actually build it in. So again, it's just like the Blue Terrace or the Blue Breeze Towers at Larimar. They're starting their 2 bedrooms at $167,000. That's it. So everybody who bought in phase 1 for $118,900, they love hearing 167. That's more than 30%. I'm just saying, right? And those units don't even have a 300 square foot balcony. Their balconies are 200 square feet. So think about it. I mean, this is and they're raising their price October 1st at Larimar. Keep that in mind. So their prices of 167, which is very interesting. I don't know if they're raising the prices there 2.5, but they might be. So once again, if you're thinking about Larimar, think about getting in touch with Gwen. Once again, you're going to have to wait for a second. I got to add, if that information is not added at the bottom, please wait and refresh your page. Then you can actually get his number, because I don't even know their numbers off the top of my head. But what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have it in there. But nonetheless, so just keep these things in mind. Whoever, it doesn't even matter. You don't even have to be. Victor Marrero's not even at my top 5 spots. He's in Cana Rock. Four years, 3 to 4 years later, they are now selling his units for around $400,000. But see, this is what I'm trying to get you to understand. 231, 400. You guys getting this? It doesn't really matter what they're selling for, because he's going to be renting it out, using it. So all he's going to care about is how much can he rent it for. He should be able to get, if somebody's buying it for 400,000, they're going to want to rent for 400, 350, 400. Victor Marrero can rent. Insane. You have a unique advantage that nobody else can mess with you, which, by the way, now look, see, all the cruise on land lovers I have in the house, I got to give them credit for this, but this is one of my little pet peeves. All right. This is one of the problems that's going to come up 2 years from now when they start delivering their first phase. They're going to be charging, let's just say the new units that they're going to be charging are going to be in the 250s. Well, they already are 300,000, 350,000 range. What's it going to be like when people who bought in early, like George's Charles, a 2-bedroom penthouse, and they're charging $299 per night, let's just say. The other people ROI, because they had to buy it like 250, 270, 300 for that same unit, they're going to be like, wait, can't you charge more? George's Charles is going to be like, I'm good. $299, $275, I'm good. The other guys are going to be like, well, we bought ours for $300. We bought ours for $275. Can't you guys charge more? Our ROI is only going to be like 8%, 9%. Can't you do something about this? They're going to be like, sorry, that's what it is. So now George's Charles, though, they can't, even though they can only go plus or minus 10%. A lot of owners who own now, they're going to sit there and be like, man, I'll rent this I'll get 90% rental. Can I rent for 220? And they're going to say, sorry, you can't rent for 220 because you can only go minus 10%. You can only go down 10% of what we're charging. Because you know good and well, 220, when you bought it 130, when you bought it 140, you bought it 150, you're like 220? Hell yeah. I'll rent this out 90% of the time. Unfortunately, sorry, not going to happen. Because they have that rule in place, which is one of their the restrictions I have for them. All right, down below in the description box, if you're thinking about Larimar, it was the second preview video that I did at the entry. If you saw from the beginning, please smash the like button while we have everybody here. And if you like what I'm talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. I'd greatly appreciate that. Larimar, WhatsApp, Gwen, +1. I don't have a plus. +1 829 427 2975. That's Gwen for Larimar. Now, we have some other guys messing around at one of the cheapest spots that's even sicker than this. Macau Gardens, Macau Hills, an up-and-coming spot where we have people that have purchased a condo, a 1-bedroom for $50,000 at Macau Gardens. Now, don't get visions of grandeur. There's no man-made beaches. There's no man-made pools. There's no, sports complex. There's no casinos. There's no nightclubs. There's no restaurant and bars. Sorry. It's a condo that has a pool and it has a rooftop deck if you bought on the third level. Everybody on the second and first level, you have to use the barbecue grills in the garden area. Now, Macau villas, all I can tell you is a 3-bedroom villa for $110,000. What else do you need to know? Now, in the villa section, they have a clubhouse. They have a pool. They have a paddleball court. They have a tennis court, but they also have transportation to their beach club. And yes, they do have a 2-bedroom villa that's only in the 80,000s. How sweet is that? The condos have 2-bedroom units. All right, they're a little more. So how cool is that? That's the cheapest version that you can get with their own transportation to their beach club, Macau Beach Club, and to Macau Beach, their own transportation. You want to know about Macau Gardens, Macau Hills? Well, I have videos on the channel about it with our friend Nestor, the realtor. So if you're interested, go check out Nestor, his number. Let's give Nestor some love. Where's his number at? +1 809 918 1228. +1 809 918 1228. Go see him. And if you want to do cruise on land, you got to go see Hetzel. All right? Go see Hetzel. I used to tell people to go see our man Danny Rodriguez, but I have to admit, Hetzel started saying, Eric, we're going to actually give you some sort of commissions, which now I was like, that's interesting. I like hearing this. So I'm sending people your way. And she says, no. I don't want to be known. Too bad. She's going to be known, ladies and gentlemen. Why? Because you got to let her know you're from SSN Nation. Anybody that purchased at any place in the Dominican Republic or around the world, let us know what you bought. Why? Because we look at it for a learning experience. We start looking at how many tourists go there, how many visitors come at that airport or land in that city annually. Are you doing it for short-term rentals, long-term rentals, or you're going to live there? All that matters when you are investing. There's no right or wrong. Everybody can invest for what they're investing for. But whoever is investing for short-term rentals, you have an easy assignment. You need to make sure that your place has a lot of things there that people can use, a lot of amenities that people can use. We're going to call them attractions at Cruise on Land, because attractions you pay for. Owners have to pay an extra amount on top of their HOA. Another check mark of things I don't like. But I guess you could say, hey, why don't you just throw it in the HOA, I guess, right? But nobody would ever know. But they're making it not mandatory. They're giving owners a chance to say, hey, do you want to have the monthly allowance for your guest and yourself? Or no, maybe people say, I don't want to have anything to do with those amenities, those attractions. I'll take what we have here in our complex, which has a snack bar, pools, seating areas, co-working spaces on several different tiers. It's kind of cool, right? So we don't need the attractions. We're not interested in that. We just like this. And then others will say, hell yeah, for 80 or $100 extra. Are you kidding me? You guys better be charging extra. I'm going to be charging extra. If I own it, Cruise on Land, you think I'm going to let people get well, actually, I'm stuck, because I wouldn't let people get away with it. Cruise on Land wouldn't like, if I wasn't in the rental pool, I know in my head, I know how much it costs for people to go to Caribbean Lake Park. I know how much it costs to go to other attractions if you want to get in a water park and things like that. I'm just like, so why am I going to charge less than $250 a night? Even if I have a studio, I don't know. Because I know if you want to go to Caribbean Lake Park, 2 people, it's going to cost you $250 to get in for one day. I know if you want to go zip lining and go do the buggy trail thing, I know you're spending $250 or more. But we have buggies, we have go-karts, we have it all right here. We just don't have zip line yet. Hint, hint, Cruise on Land, Larimar, hint, hint. So you really think I'm just going to be charging $100 a night when I know people have to spend $250 minimum just for a couple of things we have in here? I hardly don't think so. So that's why I don't want to hear a cap of 10% either, because they might charge a studio just $175 a night or $150 a night. I'm thinking I'm charging more than you, because I'm going to tout it with, hey, you got all this stuff in here. And if you stay downtown and you want to go to get water, you're going to have to spend it. If you want to go to Caribbean Lake Park and do their thing, $220, $250, $260. Actually, it's $260, come to think of it. So I'm just saying, you have to think of this, ladies and gentlemen. This is chess, not checkers. So this is why I have my downfalls with cruise on land, because there's restrictions. They're holding people back from making their money. And don't think just because you're not in the rental pool. If you're not in the rental pool, this is what they have you, the loops, the restrictions. If you're in the rental pool, then you're subject to whatever they charge. And something tells me they're not going to be charging no $250 for a studio. I think they'll probably charge $150, $175 maybe. And they might be for a 2-bedroom charging in the 2s, and then 2-bedroom penthouse probably in the upper 2s. That's what I think is going to happen, starting off the box, because it would make sense. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. Here we go. Anybody have any comments? Let them know. Let them be known. Those of us who got in early, you got that right. Everybody's going to love it. If you want to check on anything, you can always search the channel for Punta Cana. You can always search the channel for downtown Miami. I talked about $1 million properties. The other day, Eric was assuming 30%. Yes, it's 30% easy. Wait. Did I hear this correctly, Eric? Just said cruise on land is the best investment in the DR. It sounded to me like he agreed that cruise on land is the number one project on his list. I laughed my ass. I said one of the best investments in the DR. All right. That's what I said. All right. See, he's trying to get that number one spot. I just gave you 2 reasons why. Listen, Larimar, Vista Cana, Atlantida, they don't have none of the restrictions I just talked about. Whether you're in the rental pool or not in the rental pool, the rental pool, you're stuck. Not in the rental pool, you can rent for whatever you want. Okay, that's major. That's ROI. That's all I care about, ROI, for our people that are going to rent. That's what we want. I don't want to hear, hey, cruise on land, you guys are only charging $295 for a 2-bedroom penthouse. But yet we know 6 people going into one of the Caribbean Lake parks, they've already spent twice that just to get in Caribbean Lake Park. So I don't want to hear that. I want to, if I knew they're going to charge $400 a night, now we'd start talking. That would make more sense. Now you're telling me as a renter that is not in the rental pool, I can charge $370. So be it. But I don't want to charge $370. You guys are charging $400. I want to charge $300. So I can get 90% rental. They're not allowing me that. Now, if somebody's staying at Larimar, you can do that. If you're staying at Vista Cana, you can do that. Atlantida, you can do that. Macau Hills, you can do that. Everywhere you can do that damn near. Now, the beach, I don't know about, because I don't know their rental rules. I don't know what their rental rules are going to be. But I doubt if the beach is even going to do that. I doubt if there's anybody else that's going to do that. Not many people are going to do that. But I know Arco is inside Vista Cana. They made that a condo hotel. That's why it wasn't selling like hotcakes, because they made rules such as you can't even stay in your place. Oh, by the way, if you're in the rental pool at Cruise on, see, you just made me remember some things. Cruise on land, you cannot stay in your unit past 30 days a year. That's it. Even though most people would not anyhow, but that's it. Or if you come and your unit is booked, which is not a bad thing, but they'll put you in another unit exactly like yours. So you'll still be able to use your 30 days max, but you may not be staying in your so-called your unit. But are you really staying in your unit anyhow? You're not, because you can't stay in there 7-8 months if it's in the rental pool. So that is another drawback. Nobody else has these rules that I know of. Victor Morrell can chime in about Cana Rock. I don't know. All right. But nobody else has these rules. See, all these rules add up. All right. Now, I agree. Eric keeps excited over Cruz, but can't bring himself to call it top 2 at least. He is biased towards Larimar. I'm not biased. I'm biased because I'm giving you 3 things already that don't make any sense from an investor standpoint. that's holding people up, back, whatever you want to call it. Because right now, I'm telling you, there's Victor Morrell can speak to this. He, over 2 years, he could rent for $500, $550 a night. Now, if he's not in the rental pool, okay, if they had the same rules, which they might, I don't know. Let's just say he was renting for $550 a night. The people who were not in the rental pool, they were limited to spend $500 a night. Now, some of them have jacuzzis on their deck. Maybe some of them don't. Some of them don't have the same furnishings as the furniture package that you bought from Margaritaville. I'm going to tell you one thing. If they had that rule in place, people went to the non-furniture package unit and paid $500, and then they ran into some friends or people who were staying in the $550. Remember, 10%. You do not believe that those people are going to leave a review talking about, I don't know what was up with the unit we stayed in, but our friend's unit, it was beautiful. People who are outside looking in do not know that Victor Morrell's unit was furniture package unit, and the other unit was Joe Schmo's home decorating. They don't know. It's at the same place. Check in, probably at the same place too. I don't know. But all I'm saying is, as far as they're concerned, same door, same place, same thing. So these are the things that come up with Cruise on Land. So again, I'm not biased. I'm just saying nobody else has this. That's major. I don't want the guy charging $500 a night. I want him to be charging $350, $400 because his unit is inferior. It's not as good. Now, it works in reverse, like our man Pierce said. He says, hey, I'm going to make my unit look better than the furniture package. I want to charge more. Well, now he's capped at 10% at Cruise on Land. He can't charge more than 10%. He might be pissed. He's like, man, I laid this thing's laid out. People see it, they book it. They're telling me they're the best unit in the complex. And all I can do is charge $50 more. I can only charge $600 a night. I mean, that's not right. He should be able to charge whatever he wants. That's all I'm saying. That's one major draw. Either way, it's not going to be a major drawback. All I'm trying to say is this. You're limiting owners, so-called owners. You're limiting them. I agree. Eric keeps getting excited. I have to get excited. It's truth. Oh, amusement park. Come on. Roller coasters. Come on. Go-kart track. Dune buggy track. Come on. Recording studio, nightclub. Come on. What is there not to love? Of course. George. Ariam and George team Cruise on Land. Exactly. Oh, there's more than you guys. Trust me. There's more than you guys. George's Charles. Team Cruise on Land all day, every day. It is number one. According to tell us nothing else like it in the DR. Not even close. Look, there's nothing else like Larimar, and there's nothing else like Vista Cana either. Or Atlantida. Nothing. They're all separate, all different, all built differently. And in fact, there's nothing like Larimar in the world. That's what you don't get. There are places like Cruise on Land, right, that have water parks, theme parks, and things like that. Yes, built in. It's just that Cruise on Land went a whole nother level. Most places, they'll have the amusement, but they won't have the water park, or vice versa. They'll have the water park, but they damn sure won't have the amusement rides. Now, Margaritaville is one of those that are pretty close to doing some damage, but that's a whole nother level. You're not spending 50, 100 grand, 200 grand, right? Unless you bought it at the beginning. 250 was the cheapest you could get, I think, for his unit. I think he's got a cottage. There was other units there as well, but I think the cheapest one was 200 maybe. I think there was another cottage that was less than what he paid for his. I just can't remember. But yeah, that's why you guys are blinded by the light saying, hey, I got the amusement park. Yes, you do. But again, we don't know how it's all going to work out. We hope it works out. We will have banks too. I am working with the insurance person too. If you want Eric to have them talk about insurance. What kind of insurance? What kind of insurance are you talking about? So you live in a condo. The condo has the insurance for the outside. So you're talking about what insurance? Inside? Because that must be what you're referring to, right? Because that's all I can think you're talking about with regard to condos. I just checked really quick on Google the interest rate in the DR, and it says see, that's what I saw too. Oh, you meant for banks. Oh, then for banks, yeah, I could have told you what banks were. They're 7.5, 8.5. So we'll call Scotiabank this week and see what they have. I will keep you posted. No, you're right. It's 7.5. That's the least expensive. That must be that one that I keep forgetting the name of. And Scotiabank is 8.5. Well, actually was. So hold on. They reduced their interest rate 0.25. So it might have came down. So I don't know if 7.5 was the lowest. Is there something under 7.5? Maybe there might be something. Scotiabank was 8.5, right? And that other bank that everybody should probably go to is 7.5. I just can't remember. Let everybody know the name, Ariam, because I can never remember the name. It's like a person's name. George's Charles. Remember, Eric Cruz will offer packages too. I think the potential to make money on Cruz will be bigger than we think. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, they're going to be charged. I think they're going to be. Okay, hold on. You lost me. You're going to have to explain packages. Because if you're in the rental pool, you're going to pay extra for the package to begin with. So when you say packages, what do you mean exactly? Because it's all inclusive at that point, right? So when you say packages, you mean food? Maybe you mean food. That would make it all inclusive if they start including food in a package. That would change. That would mean they're competing with the all-inclusive spots. Now, once again, I'm not adept at all the all-inclusives in the DR. I don't know if they have amusement rides at an all-inclusive. I have no idea. All right. I've never seen amusement rides at all-inclusives. So I'm pretty sure that. Radel Cabezas, I'm not sure if the 700K penthouse sold. I got a new price list today, and there are only 2 penthouses left, and they are priced, $658. Wow. Okay. In case you're not familiar with the beach has its own problems. But even with problems, can you believe this? From $300,000 penthouses that you could have got pre-construction to over 600. Wow. Wow. Once again, you guys have to understand the beach is downtown Punta Cana. They have no amenities. I mean, what I mean is this. They have a lagoon. All right? They have a lagoon. They have loungers. They have a snack bar and bar that's probably going to be there, right? It's by the water. As far as other amenities, such as, there's going to be a pool there as soon as they build Palmaris. They haven't built it yet. We don't know if there's going to be restaurants. Radel Cabezas might be able to tell me what amenities are there. I don't know. At one time, they were going to have 3 restaurants at least. They were going to have a spa. They were going to have an event room. They were going to have a picnic area with barbecues. They were going to have a soccer field. They were going to have a children's playground area. For sure, that was going to be there. I don't know what's going to be there now because they're in phase 1. There's no amenities. So I don't, other than the lagoon, but that was supposed to be there anyhow. So I don't know. But this is what has happened. So this is why we get excited about Cruise on Land, Larimar, Vista Cana, the ship is sailing, because we have someone here that purchased inside Vista Cana for about $160,000, which was a villa. That villa is now selling for like $330,000, $350,000, $370,000. Vista Cana, right? Double in price again. Larimar and Cruise on Land just came out in the last 12 months. They haven't doubled in price yet. But 2 years? Next year, you guys might be in for a rude awakening. Because once these other projects get on board and people go, wait a minute, I'm paying $370,000, $400,000 for a villa inside Vista Cana. What are you telling me? I can buy a lot at Larimar for $105,000. I can get me a 2,500 square foot place built for $3. So yes, I can spend the same $400 except I'm right inside a 18-hole golf course. And my membership's included because I bought the lot. Plus there's a driving range. Plus there's a clubhouse. All of that is major, right? So this is what people start thinking. They're like, holy smokes, I can do this there versus here. So think of that. No credit check, no qualifying, no barriers to entry. If you want to get in Vista Cana, go see our boy Nestor. You want to see Macau Hills? Go see our boy Nestor. Tell him you're from the SSN Nation. If you buy something over there, please come back and tell us. Even if you don't use our guys, come back and tell us. Brag about it. We have over 50 people who have bought in the DR. Just think about that. All right. It's exciting. Area. Macau Hill does not have casino now, but when it comes third phase, they may include more amenities. Okay. Ariam Kaya, you know something we don't? Do you know something we don't? What are you talking casino? Third phase for Macau Hills. You better start speaking up because even Nestor hasn't told. What time is it? Even Nestor didn't say nothing about a casino at Macau Hills. What the heck? What's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, okay, first of all, you know what? I can't even. The reason why I can't even is because Macau is nothing right now, ladies and gentlemen. In the future. Yes, they don't have much in their Macau Hills Villa project, but they have transportation to and from their own Avalon Beach Club at Macau Beach. They transport you to the beach or to the beach club. The beach club is 600 yards from the beach, and then they drive you down to the beach. That's included. Therefore, your guest and yourself, if you get there, and I don't know if they do transportation from the airport, which they probably do, but I can't say for sure. So here's what I'm going to do. In fact, I don't want to play I'm going to put the Macau Hills because that these prices, it's almost a no-brainer. And the reason I say that is because if you are able to buy something under 100,000, you will be able to rent for $100 a night or more. That's what I'm trying to say. That's not even going to be a problem. So let me find Macau Hills. All right. Here we go. No, is that it? This is something. Yes, I found it. So this means I'm going to put the link in the chat room. All right. It's not down below. This is in the chat room right here. Here we go. It's in the chat room now. That's the link to go check out when me and Nestor were on and he's talking about Macau Hills, Macau Gardens. But let me know about this casino you're talking about. I'm not with that. Because if they have a casino, that starts morphing into something. All right. Does not have a casino now. Okay. Or do you mean at Macau they don't? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Maria Barnes. Awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Maria Barnes. Eric, we just reserved a 2-bedroom villa at Macau Hills. Are you kidding me? Congratulations. Oh, now you got to spill the beans, Maria Barnes. Mrs. Cool and Mr. Cool is at it again. They could not resist. If I'm not mistaken, a 2-bedroom villa is only like $80,000 if I'm not correct. They were like 78, 72, 80, 83, depending on lots. I don't even know if the location was probably it. Let us know how much it was. Good God Almighty. Congratulations again. They are picking places and spots and price points that is under 100,000. So they have 2 properties under 100,000. Both of them, they should be able to rent for $85, $90, $100 per night. They're getting their 1% back plus. I mean, this is outstanding maneuvering from the investors. Maria Barnes, Mr. and Mrs. Cool, handling biz once again. Wow. Congratulations. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Domoblade. From the DO, hello, Eric. When do you think they will start the first building in Cruise on Land? Well, they said they're going to deliver. Oh, when they're going to start? It's going to be later this year. You're talking about like foundations and things like that? Yeah, it'll be later this year. Coming up in the next couple months. They just now finishing up their welcome center, which I got to give them credit for that. I like the welcome center, which I love. And so now, as long as he brings down there and puts in some barbecue grills, well, I don't know if that would be apropos, right? Because some people get carried away. They might be barbecuing out there all the time. So we need people coming out there for checking out the spot, and they're selling units. But nonetheless, yeah, it'll be in the next month or two. In fact, George's Charles is talking about what I thought you were talking about. He's going to talk about delivery. Building 1 and 2 is expected September 2025, and most of the amusement park built too. Very nice. They're taking a cue from Larimar, where they're going to have the sports complex and the first 7 holes of the golf course completed by the same date, September 2025. I'm going to caution everybody. So far, no project has delivered on time. I'm just saying. So even though their delivery dates are September 2025, I'm expecting delivery probably 3 months later, possibly 4 months later. If they do it, it'll be very interesting. But if anybody's going to do it, I don't know Cruise on Land. They're a company from Colombia, I believe. But I do know Claire HP and Larimar. They have 10 cranes at one of their projects right now, because the guys that building Larimar are helping build at part of Atlantida, Oceana, and the Wave Garden in Cap Cana. So that's why they have all these cranes. So they're gonna be able to handle the towers. So if anybody's gonna be on time, I believe the Claire HP group is, and quite frankly, if they're buddy, then Cruise on Land will also be delivering September 2025. That's what I believe. Now, as far as when they're going to start groundbreaking, Larimar, end of October, they're going to start making moves for their groundbreaking and getting things done. All right, so just keep that in mind for everybody here. Let's see what else we got. And welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, thank you, Charles. That's what he was referring to. Right on. Okay, Eric. So I will be flying to Punta Cana at the end of the month. I record and bring new content to update you regarding all the construction updates. Thank you so much, Film Videos. I appreciate it. He's the guy that he has his channel. He has videos where you're driving through, and he allows me. I always ask him if I can use his video. He says yes. So hopefully in the next ones, he allows me to upload them a few days later on our channel, so everybody can see it. If they don't see his, they'll see mine, and vice versa. So, and I always give him credit and a link to his channel and stuff like that, so people can go check out his other videos. Film Videos. Will SSN ever have an event in Punta Cana? Yes. November 5th, 6th is going to be the start dates, and then it's going to be 2 nights. So it's going to be either the 6th through the 8th, 5th through the 7th or 8th, somewhere in that ballpark. So mark your calendars. I haven't set it up yet, but those are going to be dates. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday, we're going to be meeting. We're going to have driving up. We're going to have Nestor take us out to Macau or take us out to Ensaya. That's downtown. Riviera Castagna spot, right? We're going to have Mr. Stasio. He's going to come and he'll take us out to some places that they're going to have. Then we'll have Gwen. We'll go out to Larimar, and then we'll go see Hetzel and those guys at Cruise on Land. That could be a one-day thing, one-day event for those two, and then we'll have SSN Lifestyle, we'll have our own little separate things where we talk SSN Lifestyle stuff. That's right. SSN Lifestyle is still a thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's been delayed simply because there has been changes in all aspects of what was going to happen behind the scenes. Guys have flaked. So once they flake, we have to redo our setup, just so you know. All right. What else? Let's see here. George's Charles. Most of our investments won't be ready till 2025, although my villa will be ready 2025. Yeah, your villa's going to be ready. You're talking about your Primavera. In case you don't know about Primavera 4, they have a man-made beach there, ladies and gentlemen. Here, let me show some love. Let me see if I have, I know I have video of it. Check this out. Let me see. Here goes. Okay, these play so fast. They're 15 to 19 seconds. So just get you a little preview. Hey, what happened? What's going on, ladies?
What do you mean?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Primavera 4 with their own man-made beach. All I'm saying is it's heating up. Villa projects now are putting in man-made beaches. How awesome is that? Their pool. It's a pool that they turned it, but the palapa trees, seriously, they don't have palapa trees at the beach. Come to think of it, that's what they need to do. Make it look a little cooler. Maybe they're going to bring them in. And again, I'm trying to say, Larimar, cruise on land around your man-made beaches. This is what you need to have. Vista Cana doesn't even have palapa trees like that. They need to bring those in. Everybody needs to have those. That gives you a little ambiance. All right. So that's a recommendation. Again, another recommendation. All right. What we got here? So the November event, again, this will be simple. Lifestyle, we will have our own thing. If you're a member of SSN Lifestyle, our own meeting. But for the other stuff, it'll be incorporated for when we go check out real estate. Everybody can go. So they're feeding. I don't know how many people would come. So we're going to see what we can do. But nonetheless, we'll make it happen. No problemos. Okay. Let's go here. Yes, and I never ended this, did I? Where we can meet in person and look at all the finished places we always talk about. Exactly. Yes. Well, we're going to be looking at a few places like Central Park. They're doing damage downtown, right? So we're going to see a lot of improvements. Most of our investments won't be ready. Exactly. Some Vista Cana owners are already placing their properties on Airbnb. This is true. Let's see what their average prices are going to be once we have more units available. Hey, you're exactly right. And it's going to be very interesting based on if somebody bought a villa without a pool and their community does not have a pool or anything. So now they have to walk all the way, which may not be all the way that far, but now they're going to ride their bike or walk up to the man-made beach, which is cool. They don't have to pay extra for it, which, like I said, at Cruise on Land, you pay an attractions fee for you and your guests once a month. But we're going to look at that in a second. 2024, exactly. His villa is going to be ready in 2024, next year. Charles, the magic number is 2025. Yes, 2025. The reason why the magic number is 2025 is because of Vista Cana already has their foothold in the next 2 years because people are going to find out more and more about it. But when Cruz and Larimar come onto the scene, and they're going to be all over social media, that's when a storm is going to arrive, because people are going to be like, why am I going to stay in certain locations when I can stay there? Bávaro, El Cordecito, and Los Corrales, people are still going to stay there because it's close to the water and you have all the other amenities besides the man-made beaches. And you have the nightclubs, you have the restaurants, you have everything, the pharmacies, the supermarkets, the mini marts, the bar, grills, whatever you want, it's all there. And that's so dense that people don't mind staying there. But then even people staying there are going to be like, wait, did you say amusement park? You mean I could have paid $130 a night? Instead of staying here by the beach, I could have stayed up there with man-made beaches and with nightclubs and with all this too, restaurants. And that's what's going to happen. People are going to be like, wait, I could have just stayed up there. The beach is cool and all, and the restaurants and bars here are cool and all, but there's amusement parks up here, and we could pay the same. There's water parks. We can pay the same. Larimar has wave pools, ladies and gentlemen, of some sort. They're not giving details, but they're bringing some wave. So I don't know if it's going to be like the wave pool at Cruise on Land, but it's going to be waves coming in of some sort on their man-made beaches. They said it last week. I'm still waiting for this. Nothing has changed for amenities. Still getting all that mentioned, Derek. Okay. He's saying they're still going with it at the beach. So that's very, very interesting. All right. You guys know what time it is. I've been doing this for a little bit. Let me do a break. I need some water. And if you have any questions, any discussions you want to talk about, or where's the places to go and talk tonight, we're about to go there. We're about to go to Airbnb right now. We're going to the #1 location where the most tourists come by air. That is the Punta Cana, the eastern side of the island. That doesn't mean any other spot is not good. We have people who invested in Santo Domingo, Boca Chica, Sosúa, Puerto Plata, Cabarete, Las Terranas over by Samana. We have people all over the place. All right, here we go. Let's play. Okay, let's go with this one. Old school.
Come on.
And gentlemen, thank you so much for being here, but don't forget to smash the like button so the YouTube gods know that you're still here. And if you like what I'm talking about, please subscribe to the channel, click the all notification bell. If you'd like to become a member with the icon, I'd greatly appreciate that too. That would be appreciated. Now, let's go. Why don't we just go to Airbnb? Because once again, this is where people don't like to talk money, but we have to talk money now so you at least know what to expect 2 years from now. So if you know 2-bedroom condos are ranging from 80 or 95 a night to 125, 150, 200 a night, then you can figure out an extra 10 to 20% in increase in price. But there's something that you can't account for. Right now, there is no top 4. Atlantida doesn't exist. Vista Cana kind of exists. And then Cruise on Land and Larimar doesn't exist. There's no other projects like these guys. So we don't really know what's going to happen. The closest thing that's going to happen is over the next 5 months is we're going to be paying close attention to the beach and Vista, because the beach is going to be one of the megas when they have 2 man-made pools, the 9-hole golf course, the sports complex, the condo hotels, right? The fishing lake, an island that you can go to called the Fishing Club. Catch and Release is their fishing lake, which is a freshwater lake. Their 2 man-made lakes are saltwater. The Equestrian Center for horseback riding. Yes, there's a fee at the Equestrian Center. At Sabana, they still have condos at Sabana for $196. Those are no credit check, no qualifying, put down 20%. They finance it for 8 years. Delivery's less than a year and a half. This is insane, right? They will finance, no credit check, no qualifying if you put down 20%. But we have a member that put down 10% and they still financed it, but it was for the 227,000 2-bedroom with the terrace, which is known as a penthouse. The but part is that made his payment $2,983 per month for 8 years. But really, you don't have to do that. Upon delivery, you can get it financed and then drop your rate from 9.7% down to 7.5 or even less than that, because the Federal Reserve, the central bank of the DR, reduced their interest rate. So who knows? It might be 7.5, could be 7.25, could be 7, could be 6.5 at some point. Well, by the time it's built, it might be around 6.5 like it used to be. So that would reduce your rate substantially. If you can get 6.5 on 227,000, you'll be down to $1,200. That's a big difference from 29.83, right? So here we go. Let's go with Prime Time. Congratulations to Coach Prime. Deion Sanders, Colorado, winning again. Gotta love it. They're doing things differently from the transfer portal. But really, is it different? That's what USC did last year. That's what other teams have done, the transfer portal. He just galvanized because he's getting stars over to a place that was 1-11 last year. Now, I'm going to put in 5, January 12th to the 19th. Let's go see what it looks like, because we're only 4 or 5 months away from hotspot time. So here we are. Oh, wait a minute. Is this Punta Cana? Okay, yeah, it is the DR. Okay, I was getting ready to say I didn't see these places before. Here we are. Here we go. Look at this. Where's those thousands of places available? Come on now. For 5, sleep 5. Where's the thousands of units? We need thousands. Here we go. This is looking very good so far. 200 by the beach. Dream Beach. Don't know where that is. We're going to have to scoot in here. Okay, 195. These are all 2 bedrooms. So I'm liking 195. Remember, we're looking at 1%. These are all by the beach. So here goes 96, though. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. I'm going to go down a little bit. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Looks like they're by the beach. Oh, wait, hold on. Deluxe beach apartment in Bavaro. 3 bedrooms, 195. Okay. We like these numbers. We know, okay, look, I'm going to say something. I stayed in Bavaro. I stayed in a 1-bedroom. Okay. And I bought them for, it's El Dorado. That's in El Cordecito, Los Corrales. And they bought their units for like 30 grand for their 1-bedrooms. So needless to say, when the lady was like, oh, I'm going to give you a deal, it's only going to be $35 a night, I was like, damn, really? Okay, I'll take it. She was still making 1% because she bought her one bedroom for like 35,000. The two bedrooms in El Dorado are only they were selling them in 2020 for 70 grand. These are already built units, not pre-construction. So when they're charging 70, 80, 90 a night, they work. It works perfectly. They're happy. They get high rental numbers and they're still in El Cordecito, Los Corrales. All right. Clearly, ladies and gentlemen, we don't see like 1,000 units. This has got to change. Let's zoom in. This is Cocatel. There's no units available in Cocatel? What's going on? What's happening? Ah, there we go. I was like, I know that's not right. Here goes a villa for 550. That's interesting. A villa for 711, 510. The prices are down. 825, 465. Could it be because it's early? They didn't do dynamic pricing? Well, if you want to stay in Cocatel right now, I suggest you book, because when it's next year, earlier this year, everybody was renting for like $800 to $1,100 in Cocatel. So anyhow, did these people buy their units for these buildings for 700,000, their villas? I don't know. 550,000? I don't know. I have no clue. All right, let's stick with what we do know, right? Over here, where there's going to be Atlantida, where these are just places, 3-bedroom beachfront, 195. 243 for a 3-bedroom. $89, another 2-bedroom on the beach. So what's going to happen over here? These are the prices right now. What are they going to be in 2 years when these mega projects come? So the question is, will the mega project still get 195 if they have a 3-bedroom? Will they get 216 if they have a 3-bedroom? It appears they will. Yes, they would have had to pay 200 at Atlantida, but can they charge more because they have a sports complex? Can they charge more because they have transportation? Can they charge more because they have a commercial zone? This is all we're not going to find out until it's built. Almost. We're going to find out from Vista Cana though next year. Next year we're going to find out. We're going to look at Vista Cana right now too. Here's downtown. Nobody downtown is renting, or his place is rented. There is a person at the beach that had his place for rent for $152 for the week. Okay, that's not what I need. Here we go. A few rentals inside Vista Cana. Here we go. That's Primavera. This is a 3-bedroom Primavera. If they bought this 3 years ago, this is only like 70, 80 grand. So his 99 a night, he's loving life. Come on, that's crazy. Here's the guy that bought this for 100,000. He put in the pool, which he had it included, but he put in the back. But he bought this for 100. He did not spend he's doing 160. He gets this all the time. That's lovely. That's beautiful. That's what we want to see. That's Primavera. Let's go to Vista Cana. Here we go. Sam's Getaway. $190 a night for a 3-bedroom. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. This is if it's in Oasis del Lago or any other place, if he bought this in 2020 or 2019, he paid less than 190. He could have paid 189, 179, but if it's not in Oasis del Lago, then he paid less than that. So his 190 price, I like. 123, I don't know where this is. I don't know. That's not in none of the projects. Okay, 100 a night. I don't know where this is. That has gates on it. Well, I can't tell where this is. It could be Vista. Is this Vista Cana? Hold on. Let's go look at this for a second, shall we? We have to go look. Let me make sure you guys are on screen. Yeah, you can see this. We're going to check this out. Because if they put bars on their unit out here at Vista Cana. That wouldn't be good. That's what it's looking like. Let's see here. Hello, 3-bedroom, 3.5 baths. Okay, I'm going to put this up on screen so you guys can see it. All right. It doesn't say where it is. So I'm thinking it's not in Vista Cana because, oh, it is in Vista Cana. Does that look like bars to you? That looks like bars to me. Oh, that's not bars. That's, they put like the wooden coverings. Okay, we got to investigate. And I think it's the wooden coverings. That's not stylish, quite frankly, in my opinion. Okay, we have a king size bed, 2 queens, private artificial beach, 24-hour security. You can pay $100 a week your staying deposit and get a refund based on usage. You can pay $30 per night extra and we'll include it. Okay. There's nothing else to talk about. Okay, this right here is one of those things that first phases usually have to go through. No real amenities at Vista Cana. First off, their man-made beaches there. Their Vista Cana Beach Club is there. So they got those 2 things, but there you have to walk. This is what I was talking about. This is it right here. Okay. This right here. Come on. This looks like bars to me. Is it bars or is it the wooden awning type? I think that's wooden awning. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. All right. You guys know what we look for here. Tell me what's wrong with these pictures. Tell me what's wrong with these pictures. At least he has a rug. Tell me what's wrong with these pictures. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Okay. I guess he likes this slat look. I guess he likes these lights too, but this is not looking good. This is not looking like a, okay. This is not good. We need some lights on the end tables or some lighting. We need bedspreads. We need this to look like a hotel, ladies and gentlemen. It's easy to do now. Hotels aren't what they used to be. This is not cool. No pictures on the wall, no atmosphere, no ambiance. The LED lighting isn't cutting it. He's got a crib. Okay, cool. But look, what does this look like? This is in Vista Cana, for Christ's sakes, man. If the dude watches me, please change this listing. Get some pictures on the wall. Look at this. This is not cool. This is not cool. A sitting area. Look, no pictures, no ambiance, no atmosphere. Come on. All kind of issues. Oh, come on, man. You got to have a coffee maker. You got to have a blender. If you want to add a toaster, cool. But come on. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't what we do. You don't come out like this. You don't come like this. Okay, here we go. He's got a bullet. Bullet, no. We don't want a bullet. No, we don't want this to get hot water and have instant coffee. No. We want coffee maker. We want blender. Toaster to go the extra. All right? And of course, the condiments. We got to have salt, pepper. Come on. At least he has that, it looks like. But this is unacceptable. You're inside Vista Cana, for Christ's sakes, man. Look at this. Where's the picture? This right. Ladies and gentlemen, no, do not do this. Do not put these fixtures in. Do not do this kind of stuff. Okay? This is insane. And look up here. What is this? No. Just because it's LED does not mean it's cool. Okay, is this double? Now that's kind of cool. That's real cool. Okay. Enclosure, if this is what they did, cool. That's not bad. And at least he has a mirror in this one. So that's cool. At least you have something on the wall. Just don't leave them bare. Okay. This. Okay. I need loungers out here. I don't need a table. We need loungers. All right. This little awning thing, it could be acceptable, but this backyard leaves much to be desired. So far. Don't do this. He has a, what is that? Is that a jacuzzi or a jacuzzi? But their next door neighbors is right here. Is that a road? Okay. Privacy ASAP all the way around. Come on, guys. Do not do this. So this means inside his complex, he has my pet peeve going. He's got my pet peeve. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Does he have a pool and? No, I don't think so. I think that's somebody else's property. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. His pool would have been here. Okay, so that's somebody else's property, it looks like. Yeah, your next door neighbor's right there. That's not a good look. This is not a good look either. What the frick? Okay, palm trees, something, ASAP. ASAP. And I don't know what this is next door either. All right, this is pitiful. All right, first stop. I'm not going to be mad at the guy for renting for whatever he's renting it for or trying. I'm not going to be mad because this is 100 a night. Okay, I expect this. This is terrible. We don't do this. Don't do this, ladies and gentlemen. This does not look good on the outside. It looks okay on the inside, but do not spend your hard-earned money and then have people staying in a place that looks this haphazard. No pictures. Remember, beach, images of Dominican Republic, landmarks or something, islands, something needs to go on these walls. Lighting, this LED stuff, okay, I get it. But I'm going to say something. I don't know what lighting I'm going to do in mine, but probably I just have this thing about fans. All right, I'm just going to say, if I'm going to be in the tropical zone, I need air moving. So we're going to have some air moving. So that's all I know in the unit, because electricity costs an arm and a leg there. But this right here, good luck. All right, enough. I put this down, but you guys, we got to tell the truth here. You need to make your place look like an inviting to be fine, and you can't buy in any villa. And people, but it's right next door to somebody else, and he doesn't have privacy. That is not cool. All right, let's go. Maria Barnes, if people are saying congrats. Okay. Let's see here. I am going to bring out some other. Let me get back on screen. I got a. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Once again, sorry for the interruption. Nothing I can do about it right now. It looks like I'm going to have to change up my computers entirely. Speaking of that, let me see. Don't I have... Yes, I do have another computer that I'm going to use a in-home computer. So we'll do that next time. All right. I got what did he get? We know what you got. I got a villa in Primavera 4 that's supposed to be ready next year, 2024. It sleeps 10 to 12 people. SSM family is invited $50 a bed per night. $50. Wait, what do you? Okay. Funny. He's funny. 10 people, $500. Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying you're going to have 4 beds, sofa sleep? Yeah, it's still $250. What's the number? Okay, Maria Barnes, for everybody, she bought her 2-bedroom, Mr. and Mrs. Cool, $88,999 with a 291 square meter lot. I think that's one of the bigger lots. Does this mean you're putting a pool back there or anything? Jacuzzi, anything like that? Okay, here we go. Yes, he is talking about all-inclusive for cruise on land, throwing in the food pack. I love it. That is beautiful. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I love to hear this. Food packages, cruise, all-inclusive. Okay, they can do it. Congratulations, Maria Barnes, Laverne, Penix, you guys doing the damn thing. They now move into at least 2 that we know of in the DR. E. White, welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He says at Maria Barnes, congrats. 100, exactly. Eric, the DR is all about the time of the year. Try December. Actually, no, I'm not doing that. I know what you're saying. See, here's the thing. December 20th through December 31st or through the 1st of January, we know that's high season. You always get more in December for Christmas and New Year's. So prices are going to be higher than normal. So I want to go where it's normal. January through April. That's the prices we look at. So it's not so much that we're looking at the prices right now. It's what we can think of 20%, 25% more in 2 years. That's what's going to happen, in my opinion. We will see. So that's why I'm looking at it right now. If we can hover around 120, 150 right now, we're all good for everybody that gets a studio, 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom right now. We're going to be fine because you're going to be in that 150s, 125s, even potentially 175, 200s. So that's what we're looking at 2 years from now. So we're all good. But if somebody's doing 150 right now in a villa in Primavera 2, and you're going to be in Primavera 4 with the man-made beach, and you have a unit that's like 1,000 square feet bigger, then it's safe to assume you're going to be able to rent for more than 150 a night. And especially if you can sleep 10 to 12, we know what that means. You're going to be in the 300s, 350, 395 and up. So that's going to, we already know what a villa that can sleep 10 to 12 can do, or a condo. Ray Del Cabezas has a unit that can sleep 10 to 12 people. He can get at the beach, who is going to be much maligned right now because people are like, hey, man, it's phase 1. You have this in your contract. What's going on? None of this stuff is here. They will be able to get, once they get, well, not right now, but once they get things in order where they have a few amenities, they will be getting, that same unit will be getting 250, 300, 350 a night easily because of the beautiful man-made beach. That's what's going to happen. E. White, thank you from Maria Barnes. The new Millennium Productions is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. He says, that's my guy. Film videos. That's right. I love to hear this. New Millennium Productions. Let me know where you're located out of, because we can always use productions, and depending on what type of productions they are. But film videos, yes, I'm glad to hear that. Welcome. And he's here as well. It's amazing how people invest to buy a property, but they don't invest inside. This is bad. Exactly. This is very bad. They don't even invest in media presentation. Exactly. That's the most important thing. The comfort, the beauty. He's got it. The comfort and beauty that people can see when they arrive. Just what? Why do you think they have model homes? Why do you think they have model homes? When somebody's going to go buy a $300,000, a $500,000, $1 million home, it's set up, it's staged. So people can see, like, oh my God, yes, this is looking comfy, cozy. Look at that pool table up in the loft. Oh my God, look at that bar. What's happening? I can envision us having all this. Our friends are coming over, our neighbors, our family, all coming to hang out, and we throw parties. Oh my God, look at the back patio area. That's what people do. So the same thing works when you're renting. That same mindset. They're like, oh, we're going to be coming there for a week. We're going to stay here. Look at, wait, what's this bedding? Wait, what? Oh, let's go look at something else. What else is around here? So that's what's going to end up happening for him. It's brand new, but if he sees the video and you see this, or your friends and your friends of this person, let him know he's going to have to spend more money. I hate to say it. You have to upgrade, and don't scrimp on your towels, washcloths. Don't scrimp on that either. Soft, cozy, absorbable. That's what people need. Throw in some robes, maybe slippers, something. I'm just saying. All right. This is exactly correct. This is exactly correct, Film Videos. Hey, speaking of that, Film Videos, do you link up with Airbnb? Are you on their list for when people want to come film or photograph their units to put them on Airbnb? Hosts are asked if they want people to come film, and sometimes they do it at no cost, but I think Airbnb pays you. So in case you don't do that, there's another stream of revenue that you can get. I'm almost 100%, says Film. This is managed by someone, and the investor has no clue it looks like that. Looks that bad. Yikes. That's scary. That is real scary. Let me see. Villa Sam's Luxury Villa Getaway. No, that wasn't it. It was something I clicked on, wasn't it? I lost it now. I don't know where it was. It was it wasn't 99 a night. It wasn't 160. See, look, that's 138 at Primavera. And this guy was smart. He put his bathroom out back to add another bathroom. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It's now 3 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. He's asking 138. No problem. He only bought it for like 100, 125. No, that's the 160 guy, is it? Or one? Okay, here we go. This guy right here is charging 160. I don't know where that was. Was it 190? No, it wasn't 190. Definitely not 190. The guy that's doing 190, he's got his unit. Look, now we're talking, right? Much nicer. Much nicer. Pictures, items on the walls, nice furnishings. Yes, yes, yes. Lighting is much better than those. I don't know what that thing was in his other unit. Look at this bedroom. If that spins around, that's even better. And that looks much more cozier, does it not, ladies and gentlemen? Much more cozier. He's getting 190. The other guy, I don't know where he went. I don't know where he went. I can't find it. So there goes another problem. As soon as I went off of it, he's gone. That's not good. But what can you say? So there you go. Investor has no clue that it looks that way. Film Videos, New Millennium Productions, gives it to him. Show some love. Thank you. Okay, here we go. 6 beds, 10 people, 500 a night. Okay. Can we get it right now? I don't know. We will find out in about, in fact, early next year. I think you can get it, quite frankly. If you go the 12 sleeper route, that means you have to put a bed in your loft, though, that sleeps 2. But if you go that route, I think you will be in the 4 to 5 range easily, especially with the man-made beach, the soccer field, basketball courts, the clubhouse that's going to be there, the game room. I mean, what other villa project has all that? There's a pseudo one, Adebayo 2, but from all accounts, from the realtors and people going through, I'll just tell you like it is, why it's never on the radar. People have walked in, their living rooms are something like 8 by 8, 8 by 10. They're small. And so people are like, what's this? And they're like, that's the living room. And they're like, wait, no, I'm out. That's one of their problems. They have a water park there at Adebayo, which is pretty sweet. So again, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, because once again, we are talking about making money, investing ideas. It's real estate tonight. We have Mr. and Mrs. Cool, who has got another unit in the DR. We have Ariam Kaye here. He holds the record for most units, which is 5. He's talking about 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. And he has his eyes on maybe even Macau properties. I know he does. Maybe more Macau properties, because that's going to be the next hotspot. Macau is what downtown Punta Cana is, what Vista Cana used to be, is what everything used to be, where you could pick up something for 100,000, 125,000, and you don't know what the sky is the limit, what the limit is. That's going to be beautiful, right? So think about it. All right. Just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do here. All right. I've been doing this for a long, long time. Long time. I've been very fortunate for a very long time to do. Victor Morel's been very fortunate, even though he's done a triple retirement type of thing. He could have not had to work himself for quite a few years if he didn't want to. There's several people here. Mr. and Mrs. Cool, probably. I don't know. There's several people who does not have to work because they have real estate holdings or other business owning holdings, and they have passive income coming in. So they could do whatever they wanted to do, and do anything else they want to do is for the fun of it. Right? That's how I started this channel, because I was just getting tired of seeing people talking crazy about what you can and can't do with short terms, what you can and can't do with credit, what you can and can't do for investing. And they're sitting here saying, buy courses. Here, this is the no guru zone. No, the SSN Academy, SSN University. We don't charge for courses. I want you to spend, if you have to spend $5,000, $4,000, $2,000, $10,000, you want to get an Amazon store and spend 40 grand. You could have, instead of doing that, you could have just went over to Macau Hills and bought yourself a villa, put 40,000 down, finance it, get a discount because you put down more than 20%, and sit back. And later on, and when they finish building this, which would be 3 years, you could have money coming in for the rest of your life. I mean, that's the trade-off you're doing for when you're giving people this hard-earned money. You could use that $5,000 for a down payment that you bought a course for, or $10,000 you bought a course for. That could be your down payment. And then in 2 years, you could have a property that's generating revenue for you for the rest of your life. And it's a new property. So you're pretty much going to be good for 10 to 15 years for sure. After that, things start getting a little hazy, because you're going to have to replace maybe the AC unit. You might have to replace, if you have a dishwasher, you might have to replace a refrigerator. You just don't know. But those are natural expenses when you own property. You're not immune, no matter who you are. Right? If you own property, if you have appliances, they're going to go out. Just when are they going to go out is the question. All right. Let's see. All right. Looks like that's it. So the guys, they're chanting, we want Cruise on Land #1. Yes, it's one of the best projects. But again, those little drawbacks, nobody else has. Well, who's ahead of them? So we have Vista Cana, Larimar, Cruise on Land, all bunched up. So then we have to say, well, what's good for the investor? And so that is part of the criteria. It'd be interesting to hear from, let me see, Ariam Kaye, Victor Marrero, and even Mr. and Mrs. Cool, who have investment properties too, even though not in the DR, so to speak, that's up and operational now, but in other areas. It'd be very interesting to hear from them. What do you think makes people rent your properties? And now we have them also, they own pre-construction. So in their mind, they have an idea on why they're doing it. If they're renting them out, obviously, if you own more than one property, you're going to be renting out properties. So these are the type of things you have to think about. It's very interesting, the mindset on what you think you're going to get and why you're buying. All right. So I'll start off with, like, we have Mr. and Mrs. Cool at Macau, Ariam Kaye at Macau. These guys are buying at a price point that is below value for what's going to come to Macau. So by essence, to me, my mindset says, Eric, why aren't you buying a $50,000, $70,000 two-bedroom out there? Even though I don't like the amount of amenities, I want more. But the point is, then my mind says, well, Eric, then if you're going to do that, then why not get something at Cruise on Land at $70,000 the studio? See, that's where it starts going. It's like you can't lose at either location. But where will you be able to maximize your money? Well, probably Cruise on Land because of all the amenities. But at the other spot, people will say, I like it because I have the transportation to the beach and I'm right here. About 5 to 10 minutes to the beach, probably 5 minutes. So now it's a trade-off, and you have a beach club and all that. You feel a little better, and the beach is there. So it's a two thing. You can't go wrong with either one. That's the way I look at it, right? So these are the type of things you have to think about. And this is when we're talking investment ideas. This is what you should be doing. Research, finding out. Just like Victor Morel chimed in earlier saying, hey, you know what's happening in Orlando? We're having a downward spiral with occupancies. I've already told you guys, I'm at 3%. 3%. That's it. On my rentals right now, on Airbnb, at all tourist spots. I'm talking, well, Hawaii's a problem because people on the Maui, they had to go take up space on other islands. They need help. Then you have Mexico, but it's summer. Traditionally, this time of year is low season. So it's not really like a hot spot. They don't have the tourist numbers like you do at Vista in Punta Cana or the Dominican Republic. So you have to start thinking, where would you go where you can get 8 months versus of primetime rentals? 8 months, Dominican Republic has changed. It used to be after April and May, people would start leaving because high humidity. Now people are like, ooh, I'm staying. It's highly rated. So now we're getting 9 months of prime time. Like Film Videos was saying, the middle of December, it starts. All the way now, we can go all the way to August. We got like 9 months of prime time. So now it's going to matter more than it ever. Location matters, amenities matter, and what is going to be there for people when they arrive. This is why people stay in all-inclusives. People go, why did people stay in all-inclusives who spend $700 a night? It's simple. It's all the amenities. And they don't have to go anywhere. This is tried and true. There's just no way around it. We have the tourist numbers. Orlando must be having a down tourist summer, or now it's not summer. So this is why that affects your rentals in a big way. All right. A3 Saval and other investors in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Money Making Monday live stream. And he says, happy Monday night, everyone. Happy Monday to you. Very nice to see you. And so here's what I'm going to do. You guys know I have to play videos. You know I have to show some love. And of course, the number one spot rated right now is Larimar. But it's all bunched up. Larimar, Cruise on Land, Vista Cana, they're all bunched up. But by rights, like I said, I still can't grasp this little restrictions they got over there at Cruise on Land. I don't like it. I really, really don't. Not saying it's going to be a bad thing overall when it comes to our money at Cruise on Land. I don't own it Cruise on Land. But for everybody, the money's still going to be fine. But it's still, I just like, man, it could be, we don't know. We'll see what happens in 2 years, 2.5 years. But they're all bunched up. So what I'm going to do now is I don't have too many videos loaded up. So I played a Larimar. I've always played the Vista Cana. I got to get a new Vista Cana video. I still have silence for Larimar, the 5-star luxury hotel type of company that's going to be out there. I still can't release that info, sadly, for Larimar, which is another thing. More than one hotel there to give people an idea. So again, hotels work in our favor when hotels are luxury upscale. If the 5-star hotels are charging $400 at Larimar for a room, then that means a 1-bedroom is worth the same. A 2-bedroom is at least worth the same. And if you have a 3-bedroom or a 3-bedroom penthouse, clearly it's worth the same, because they are only nice luxury studio accommodations at the hotel. Now, when the hotel has a suite, and if they're 5-star truly and they charge $800, $900 a night, now guess what happens with 2 bedrooms and 3 bedrooms at the same location? And you're telling them you have all these amenities in here. The guys at the hotel, they can't come in here. They don't get to hang at the man-made beach right behind our building. They don't get to go to the sports complex. They don't get to go to the golf course. They don't get to go to the driving range. They don't get to go hang out at the beach clubs down there. You do, though, and it's only going to cost you $400 a night. Why pay $800 or $900 for a suite when you can stay here in a 2-bedroom for $300 or $400, right? I mean, that's what should happen. I'm just saying. So the more hotels that are going to be upscale luxury, they're setting it up perfectly. I approve this 110%. Once again, there is no cap. Again, no caps one way or another. So if somebody says, like what's happening in Orlando right now, I can't rent my unit, but I paid $120,000 for a 2-bedroom. I want to rent for $120 a night. So be it. Do you? But I'm not, right? Do you? Okay. I won't do that. So happy Monday night, everyone. There we go. All right. Well, very nice to see you. Once again, smash the like button. If you like what I'm talking about, subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Show some love to Beachfront Java. That is Professor Auntie Val's coffee business with her family. You put in the promo code SSN Lifestyle. She has Keurig. She has drip ground, fine ground, 1 pound, half pound, 3 pound, 5 pounds. But remember, after your first order, you get 10% off every order thereafter for life. So if you're going to order more than one, what I suggest is you order one. First, put in the promo code. Then you go back, because it's free shipping in the United States. Then you go back and order your 2, 3, 4 bags. Then you get 10% off. That's all I'm saying. All right? That's how we do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to wrap this up. If there's anything else you want to talk about, please let me know. I'm trying to see if there's... Okay, I'm going to play a video. Oh, today is the 11th. In 3 weeks, Larimar prices go up 2.5%. Keep that in mind. All right? I'm going to play a Larimar on the way out because this is 2.5% from July. Every 3 months, prices go up 2.5% for Larimar, built-in equity, which doesn't mean much if you own there. No, not really. But what that means is we know we have a value built in, and that just means rental prices would escalate. I'm hoping. We will find out. So check this out. This is from July, but the same rules are going to apply on October 1st. There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Still here. We're about to wrap this up, though. So don't worry about that. Eric, do you recommend these furniture packages? What was the promotion? Cana sent me a promotion about one. What's the promotion? And did they actually show the furniture package? And does it include pictures on the wall? Does it include, what does it include? The bedrooms, the, are you going to have a sofa sleeper, for instance? These are the type of things that you have to think about. Is it going to have a sofa sleeper? Is it going to have, again, I mentioned pictures already. Does it include the drapes, right? For, your window coverings. Does it include that? Does it include the TVs? Does it include dressers? What does it include, right? So most furniture packages will include, except for the TV part, probably. They will include all of that. So nothing wrong with that. Just what's the prices, A3 Saval? What's the prices? And what project? Is it a panorama? Is it 18,000, 20,000, 25,000? Did they send you pictures? Let us know. And I'm about to wrap it up tonight. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Well, I'm going to wait and see if A3 Saval lets us know how much his packages are. Larimar packages, well, I'm not going to say really. I mean, their one bedrooms, they were talking like 15,000. The two bedrooms, they were talking like 20,000. But 2 years from now, who knows what furniture is going to cost? So are they going to be able to uphold that price? I mean, seriously, I doubt it. Seriously. But yes, I do recommend it. And here's what the problem is going to be. Cana also is going to have a management company. The rules so far, we don't know. We don't know. You're going to be able to have your own management company too, but we don't know if they have caps, if they have this thing plus or minus 10%, if there's some sort of rules. I don't know. So you're going to have to find out the rules on the project. Are they going to have a management company, or are they going to allow you to rent it out yourself? That's the first thing you need to know. Larimar, they're going to have a management company that you can join. But if you do that, you're probably going to want the furniture package. The other part to Larimar is if you want to have another management company manage it, you can. They have to be approved by Larimar. So I don't have to go through them and pay 25%. If somebody says 20% and they are a great company, then they'll get approved. I pay 20% management fees. I just won't be in the Larimar ecosystem, which may be a bad thing because they should be tying into the hotels. Should be. I'm saying should be because the hotels could be independent. Because people should be able to rent, hey, you have a party of 5. Well, we only have hotel units that sleep 2, or we have a sofa sleeper to 4. But if you want 5, we have condos here. So that could be a thing. I don't know. But that would, if I'm doing it, that's what would be what I'm doing. So now you're going to run into if there's furniture packages versus not furniture package. A lot of places are saying, get our furniture package, you can be in our rental pool. Do not get our furniture package, you cannot be in our rental pool. So far, Larimar says you don't have to buy our furniture package to be in our rental pool. Now, that creates a situation because now everybody won't have a uniform unit. So I think they will change that. All right, let's just call it what it is. Same thing's probably going to happen at Cana. Same thing's probably going to happen elsewhere. That's just the nature of the business. There's no way around it, no matter how much you don't like it. But that's not the end all be all, because you should be trying as a short-term renter, trying to make your place better, the best always for your furnishings and everything. So people feel comfortable. They look at it and they're like, hey, I know this is over here, what it looks like, but I like this place over here. And I'm willing to pay the same, more, or a little less. It does not matter. But for you, you can charge whatever you want to charge if your place is better than the furniture package. That's going to be hard to do, though, I got to admit. You're going to have to spend some dollars. Unless you were here and you know how to not spend the big time dollars, because I'm not going to go over it now, because that's why you shouldn't miss live streams, because you would know where to get the big time furniture and not have to pay the big time prices. All right. Or we can talk with some family members and hopefully they get into the furniture business, and then we can send some over and it's not going to cost us that much, and we can get it almost wholesale with a little bit of extra money for the fam, right? Got to have some profit for the fam. And maybe that'll work. How about that? So get your furniture stuff, man. All right. Get furniture biz handled. We got to have upscale luxury at an affordable price. All right. So you're not telling me which project it is, nor how much it's going to cost you. But if they start doing $15,000 for one bedroom's reasonable, $25,000 to $30,000 is what it's kind of costing around the DR for 2 bedrooms. And 3 bedrooms obviously are going to be higher than that, I would think, the 30 to 35. So it's up to you if you think you can furnish your whole place. Now, it's also going to matter if you have white line and AC units in place. So again, at most places, they include white line and they include AC in bedroom and living room. So that's taken care of in most projects. So really, the extra is based on the furniture. And I doubt if I can get some cool ass furniture. If I have a 2 bedroom, let's just say $2,000 for a bed, which that's way more than I'm going to pay. But let's just say bed and the platform, if you have a platform, bed and whatever you're doing, $2,000. King, nightstands, they could be $400 or $500 each. So we're at 3 G's. Dresser, $700, $800. So we could be almost at 4. And then we have a TV, $300-$400, whatever, for the 65 inches, 500 maybe in DR, I don't know. But nonetheless, so you can easily see in one bedroom we could be at 4,500, and then the ceiling, if the lights, depends on if the lights are nice. But let's just say we're at 5 G's just in one bedroom. Second bedroom, 5 G's, that's 10. Living room, dining set, not with plastic chairs, not with some plastic table, not with faux table, real chairs, real comfy. Dining room, real tables, then you have bar stools. So let's just say, the way I calculate things, all my rooms should cost me 5 G's. The living room doesn't have dressers, but they will have a credenza at the bottom where the TV goes above it. So we should have that. We should have some tables, a sofa table, but again, it should not cost me 5 G's to furnish my living room. No way. So this is why I have a problem with 2 bedrooms costing $25,000. I can get 10. I can even see maybe 13 to 15. But once you go past that, for me to do 3 living areas, and then how much are towels, washcloths going to be? Seriously, not that much. So the bulk of my money is going to be furnishing and getting pots, pans, and things like this. But I can't see spending over 15 G's for a 2 bedroom. So when somebody sells me 25, I'm like, I don't know. If you say 18, now I really got to think about it, because you're going to tell me, Eric, I'm getting the pictures too. Pictures aren't cheap. So you have to remember that. Pictures are not cheap. So we could get to 15 with pictures all over the place. After that, I don't know how are we going to have our curtains, window coverings of some sort? Let me know. Because we can't get to past 15 on a small 2 bedroom. Like at Larimar, I can't see how I'm going to spend more than 15. Maybe in 2025, it might be more pricey, but we know where we're getting stuff from. The building boom has occurred. Wherever there's building booms, just like what happened right now at the beach. Remember, they have units that were in there that were models. So keep that in mind. All right, we're gonna end this tonight. Thank you for being here, everybody, for the 3 hours. If you ever want to discuss any subject matter, please make a comment down below in the section, any video section, or send an email to support@stopstrugglingnow.com. So hopefully you guys got a lot out of tonight's live stream. Smash that like button on the way out if you haven't already. I'll see you on Wednesday night, where members with the icon are the only ones that can be in the chat room. Everybody else, you can watch. You just can't be in the chat room. And New Millennium Productions, thank you for the shout out. I'm a cinematographer out of Los Angeles, getting some good game from you and film video. Thank you for that. Looking forward to investing and putting together some beautiful videos together. Awesome, man. Again, same thing I was telling Film Video, which they have on Airbnb, where they are looking for photographers or even cinematographers, which you can make badass little videos, right? For people that are renting their units on short-term rentals. It's not just Airbnb. It could be VRBO. It could be Flipkey. It could be a bunch of different platforms. So that could be extra money if you have downtimes. You know what I'm saying? Now, LA cinematographer, New Millennium Productions, congratulations. Hopefully you're getting business and work done. I know about the strike, so I don't know if that affects you or not. I'm pretty sure it does, because that means the actors and screenwriters and all these guys are on strike, right? So that may have effect on you. So anything that you can do extra on, and maybe you're one of these guys that are showing some of the sights and sounds around LA and has a video channel or Instagram or TikToks or, Snapchats. Maybe you are doing that as well, getting some of that extra love from some extra income from that as well. Or cinematographer, maybe you're making movies, making videos. I don't know exactly what you do, but whatever you're doing, there's plenty of room for it. And a lot of people need help, including myself. I could use one, but that's how it goes. I got to get back into the movie biz. All right. Well, thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. I love you very much. I appreciate your support over all these years. And all I can say is, please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but that's why you have to get your extra streams of revenue. Because if you think things are going to get cheaper over the next 10 years, I have news for you. It simply won't. You're going to have to make more money. You're going to have to make more deals and partnerships any way you can, because it's going to be a skyrocket up for everything that you know of right now. Don't wait. Get started today. And I'm very proud of Mr. and Mrs. Cool doing the damn thing once again, getting another piece of property in DR where they are going to explode, especially in the Macau area. So with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, just make sure you stay out of trouble, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.